Kool TV proudly presents Kentucky High School football as the Kool Hit Sports Network brings you coverage of the East Carter Raiders live from Grayson, Kentucky.
Welcome to the campus of East Carter. Right, there's nowhere to sit. That can only mean one thing. It's the Battle of the Barrel. West Carter's made the trip down 64, and Fired Up Friday, WSAZ made an appearance here, and I'll have to say I've watched them all. That was probably my favorite one. They had the glow thing. They did some table surfing, some different activities. It was awesome. So just a really, really good environment here today, and you wouldn't expect anything different. And just this place is and Jeff, just mean to the people of Carter County, especially as far as bragging rights go.
Oh, this is going to be the game of the year. It's going to be even better now that we're really looking at a district game on top of that.
And that's another thing. District play opens up tonight across this district. Of course, Russell's going to go to Fleming County. Lewis County is going to host Bath County. And, of course, right here, you got the Battle of the Barrel. In a 6-team district, it makes every game so important because you can only send 4 teams to the playoffs. And a win here tonight by either team, it just propels them and puts them at 1-0 in the district, and you get to take the Barrel home.
Exactly. Like I said, this game has always meant a lot. Taking the Barrel home, great pride for these players. I know with West Carter, and I know East Carter as well, they get there. Typically the only time that the seniors get their picture with the Barrel is if they win it. That's at least how it's been in the past on there. And I know it's one of those things that those seniors, they want to get their picture taken with the Barrel. They want to have everything just right for that for their last season here.
And you talk about the all-time series. First meeting was in 1973, and East Carter won that one 36-0. East Carter actually won at one point in the series 10 in a row, or maybe even more than that. But they lead the all-time series 31-21. The last 4 games have been split, and this is one of the few times that, go back to what you said, it's a district game. And, like I said, it makes it more interesting that there's 6 teams in the district. And you could tell when both teams came out here initially to warm up, it's different.
Yeah,
there's a different vibe.
That feeling that you had, and I can tell you from being inside the school today, of course, you watching on this morning, the Fired Up Friday and everything, East Carter was ready to go rocking and rolling.
And West Carter probably sees that as disrespectful a little bit.
Well, I can tell you that they were out there. I'm not sure, I haven't seen any of the posters yet, but a lot of the kids were like, well, they got posters, we're going to make posters.
Yeah.
And, of course, I'm not for sure if they allowed them to bring them in or not, but that was definitely something that they're like, hey, we got to do this. We got to match up what they're doing here tonight. That feeling is there.
It's there. And it was already, a really hot rivalry. And I think that WSAZ coming in there and doing what they did, which is great. I think that's great what they do, going to each school. And I think it was a great opportunity for Grayson and East Carter. But I think that the West players and parents and coaches were paying attention also.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's a chip on their shoulder. And I think it plays a role in tonight's game. But we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll break this game down a little bit more and look at some matchups across the area here on Kool TV.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm dreaming.
Of what?
Fall in the bluegrass, days at the track, nights on the 50-yard line.
Well, you want to be at the 50 instead of on the 50. That could be dangerous.
But to complete your day, you can count on Clark's Pump and Shop.
Whether it's a breakfast sandwich or pizza on the way to the track, picking up drinks and crispy crunchy chicken on the way to the game, no one has you covered like Clark's Pump and Shop.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the campus of East Carter High School, Grayson, Kentucky, as we get set for tonight's national anthem.
Stacy, Sergeant First Class David Morris. At right guard is Cadet Major Mary Stevens. At left guard is Cadet Staff Sergeant Aileen Gilbert. Presenting the state flag of Kentucky is Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Scarlett Williams. And carrying the colors of our great nation is Cadet Major Allie Stone. Ladies and gentlemen, we remind you to please remain standing until the colors have been retired, following the performance of our national anthem in my old Kentucky home. Your anthem is being presented tonight by the East Carter High School Band under the direction of Logan Skidmore.
And that was the national anthem in my old Kentucky home by the East Carter Pep Band underneath the direction of Logan Skidmore, doing a great job there this evening.
Very well performed, and they may not have the numbers, but they've got some really, really good members of this band, and they do a very good national anthem, very good fight song, a very good My Old Kentucky Home. As you see the colors exit to the left over here, still about 9 minutes left till kickoff. We'll break this game down a little bit more when we come back here on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Back out here on Kool TV as the officials have made their way onto the field. The student section out onto the field. And I tell you, Jeff, like I said, you look left to right, this place is absolutely packed. Now we'll talk a little keys to tonight's game as the captains are making their way onto the field. I'll go for East. I'll talk about East. Jeff will break down West. I think for East, you're not happy with defensively the way you played at Greenham. I think that you're angry about it. I think that, you're healed up. You've had a week to sit on it, and you're going to come in here and it's going to be a very, very energized environment. You're back at your home place. I think East Carter just needs to be the East Carter that we saw at Boyd County. A team that was balanced, was able to run the ball well, pass the ball well, and I think the two factors in tonight's game, if East is going to walk out of here with the barrel still intact, is Gabe Roberts and Mikey Hall. So if East is going to win, it's going to be on the arm of Johnson, running the ball through Yoke and Holbrook, and receiving for Gabe Roberts and Mikey Hall.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. And Yoke coming back this week, I know that during the Greenup County game, got pulled out for a little bit. I think maybe kind of an injury going on there. We got confirmation earlier this week. He is going to be dressed and should be starting out here tonight. That's definitely going to be what East Carter needs to get everything rolling on. For West Carter, it's going to be trying to find the magic that they had last week. Dwaylon Dean had a monster night on there. They need the production out of him again. I mean, they need to get him out on the corner sometime or just going right off tackle. That's usually where he gets some of his best yardage at. Probably don't put it up the gut too many times. East Carter's defensive line is too good to, break through the middle of that. You might get lucky every now and then, but they need to kind of get the sweeps going on. And West Carter needs to find a little bit of passing game because, you don't want to be one-dimensional here tonight. You've got, I think he's number 7 in the state right now, Dwaylon Dean, in rushing. That's who they're going to be looking for.
Absolutely.
And so West Carter's going to have to find an extra targeted 2 to come out there and to try to spread it out a little bit.
I completely agree. We'll take one more break. When we come back, we'll play a little football here in downtown Grayson. Battle of the Barrel, the 2023 edition on Kool TV.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family-oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, they know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union, Own your journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Looking for a new ride? Stop by Fairchild's Auto Sales where everyone is approved. Good credit, bad credit, even no credit. Fairchild Auto Sales is fast and hassle-free and can get you on the road with down payments as low as only $500. Plus, all purchasers receive a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty. With new inventory arriving weekly, Fairchild's Auto Sales is certain to have that new ride you are looking for. Need servicing on your ride? Fairchild's Auto Sales is now offering service work with oil change and brake service specials. Let Fairchild's Auto Sales earn your business. Call 606-494-2030 or visit fairchildsauto.com. Fairchild's Auto Sales, US 23 in Wortland.
A significant number of people are both deep.
Both teams have made their way onto the field. The fireworks in full display. And student section is going to make their way. Of course, one of the best student sections in the entire Tri-State is going to make their way back over here to our right up in the stands. West Carter, a lot of people have traveled here from all field, Jeff. Really good crowd over on that far side, and they kind of trickle down here in the far end zone. This is the most people that I have seen here at East Carter for a football game since you go back to 2022 when Kenyon Cozy and Charlie Terry were giving the defenses fits.
Exactly. That was a great game right there, making it to the semi-states, there for East Carter. Anytime you get the game out here, you're going to get the faithful out there. I've seen posts on the Facebook page saying that there's comet hunters out there tonight. And no, it's not East Carter hunting West Carter out there. It's actually West Carter fans looking for more West Carter fans.
Right.
And they want them to come out here tonight. They're going to identify each other, and they're going to, try to make some noise out there.
During the commercial break, captains met at midfield for both teams. East Carter won the toss and has deferred to the second half. So West Carter will receive the opening kickoff as we just go under 1 minute and 20 seconds left. We'll look at some other big games going on around the area. Of course, Russell's going to go to Fleming County. Greenup County is going to make a trip to Putnam Stadium in another big game, Jeff. I'm sure a lot of people around here have their eyes on. Lewis County is going to go to Bath County. Belfry is at Magoffin. Lloyd's County is at Johnson Central. Estill at Lawrence. Newport Central Catholic has made the trip down the AA. They're at Raceland. You can catch that game on Kool Tv as the voice of the Rams. James Collier will be on that one. Paintsville is at Leslie County. Perry County Central is at Martin. Powell County is going to host Fairview, and Prestonsburg is at Betsy Lane.
And while we have a second, speaking about Raceland, I've seen the logo here. Ram Pharmacy, for your friend for life. Let you know that right now at kickoff here, it is 7:29 at 75 degrees here at East Carter, according to the good old people there at weather.
And I usually say per the Apple Watch, and sometimes it's not right, but I've got 73 degrees, partly cloudy skies, and the sun sets over to our right as the fans for both teams come to their feet. It is extremely loud here, Jeff. Carter's got this one teed up as the clock goes to 0. The officials are in place. There's the whistle. Carter approaches this one, and the 2023 Battle of the Barrel is underway. Kickoff is going to be caught by a West Carter player, and he's going to go out of bounds inside the 20 at about the 15, and that's where the Comets will start their first drive of the evening.
Yeah, playing a little bit conservative right there. He didn't have a real good grasp on it. He got it, was right near the sideline, seen the East Carter defense coming, and so probably a good conservative play right there.
Well, it doesn't, it's not going to hurt him any. And it's not like the ball's at the 1 or 2 yard line.
Right.
1st and 10, West Carter. Hall's going to be in the gun. And he's got Dean to his left, 2 receivers to his right and 2 to his left. And this opening play of the Battle of the Barrel. Handoff's going to go to Dean. racing off to the right. A really good play there early on, just a kind of a halfback sweep off to the right. He found the hole, was met. That was a good hit, but he already had 8 or 9 yards before he was hit, Jeff.
Yeah, that was a real good play. We'll take a quick look at that because that hit reminds me of a good Bowman's play of the game right there. Exactly kind of what I said right at the very beginning here on the Grayson Sporting Goods Instant Replay. Just that right off tackle over there on the far side, and boom, you see that hit right there by East Carter, puts him down, and that'd be a great candidate for Bowman's big hit of the game.
Second and short for the Comets. Ball's in the gun, calls to the ball, hands it off, and they had him in the backfield, and he's going to get the first downs. He goes across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. It'll be a first down, and, of course, all first downs this season are brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy. For all your pharmaceutical needs, see Red 8 RX Pharmacy in Greenup. And, of course, tonight's game is brought to you in part by JD Flooring of Greenup. For all your carpet and flooring needs, see the good folks at JD Flooring. First and 10, West Carter. I'm sure if you ask Daniel Barker over there, that's the first 2 pretty good first plays.
It's the way you want to come out, and it's the way they're going to play. They're not going to go for the huge plays unless it's a run. It's exactly what you want to see.
Handoff's going to go to Dean. He's got a lot of space over there. Lowers his shoulder, and a good open field tackle over there on the West Carter sideline. I believe that was number 16, Ryland.
This first quarter is being brought to you by the Hog Straw.
Has been one of those reliable defensive players for the Raiders all season long. You'll see him come in and sub in at running back at times. Just one of those guys who doesn't get talked about a lot, but makes a big, huge difference every Friday night. 2nd and 7 for the Comets. It's their opening drive. Ball's in the gun. Dean right beside him. Fakes the handoff. It's just going to be a read option play, an RPO. And East Carter's all over it this time.
17.
He might get back to the line of scrimmage. I believe they actually might move the ball inside the 30.
On the play.
And he may have lost maybe just a couple of feet. And a third down, something we didn't talk about in the pregame. These long to medium third down, Jeff, I think that if you go after the game and you see who had the higher percentage on third down, that'll probably be your winner.
Yeah, because that's one thing that we seen West Carter last week. They were able to produce late in the later downs that they had. Didn't really have to punt too many times against Powell County. But whoever is going to take that third down position and even try to get into the fourth down on possibly on some of these is going to win the game.
3rd and long. Hall drops to throw, throws across the middle, and it's over the head of his intended receiver. That was number 17. Back. And was that number 17 or 7? I believe it's number 17. So that'll force a Comet punt after picking up a first down.
So we hear the fire trucks rolling in.
Fire trucks have made their way here, I'll tell you.
That's one thing you got to give up about this community here in Grayson. Their law enforcement, their fire department, they support this school big time.
And you could say the same about what happens in Allfield.
Oh, easily.
4th and about 7 for West Carter as back in punt formation. East Carter looking like it's kind of a safe formation. They're not going to rush anybody. Holbrook kind of puts a little pressure. This one's away. It's a decent punt. It's going to hit inside the 40 and head back towards midfield, and it's going to be down right at the 40-yard line, I believe, and that's where East Carter will start their first drive this evening.
East Carter will begin. First down.
See where they put this ball at. It should be marked right about the 40-yard line. Actually, I think they're going to move it just inside the 40, in between the 39 and 40. 1st and 10, East Carter.
So 3 and out there by West Carter. It wasn't 3 and out on the second of the series.
Notice that Yoke's not out there to begin the first drive. So interesting. Johnson in the gun. He's got a receiver to his left and his right. Calls for the ball. And it's going to be a little counter to Holbrook. Holbrook off to his left. Breaks a tackle, goes across the the 45 to about the 46-yard line.
Gain of about 5 on the play for the Raiders. Brings up second down.
Should be a gain of 5, 2nd and 5. That's something we talked about in the pregame is how much are we going to see Landon Yoke tonight? And of course, we know he's dealing with that knee injury and kind of one of those big-time playmakers for East Carter. And Still haven't seen him so far tonight through 2 plays. Johnson's in the gun. 2 receivers split out. One to the left, one to the right. Handoff straight up the middle. Good job there by the Comets. They got him in the backfield. He's not going to make it back to the line of scrimmage. So bring up, another one of those just we talked about, a 3rd and medium or 3rd and long,
Yep. West Carter, they capitalized, they made it through on the first one on the second series of downs that they had. Couldn't capitalize on that 3rd and long, and that forced them to punt.
See what Coach Tim Champlin dials up here. Of course, Gabe Roberts and Mikey Hall have been phenomenal, as Johnson has all season long. It'll be interesting here. A 3rd and a very long 6, a short 7. Johnson's in the gun. He's going to this is just going to be a halfback sweep to Ryland. Ryland is not going to be, what an open field tackle by Back. He's going to be a couple yards short, and you kind of wonder, is Coach Tim Champlin going to go for this? I believe I would.
Yeah, early on, you're right at midfield.
If you can't get a yard it looks shorter than what it is over there. It's a solid yard. It's a full yard.
You can see the edge of the ball there. We got Travis on our
camera. Here comes Yoke, just checked in for the Raiders, and I think that, we know where this ball's going. As Johnson looks like he's going to line up under center. That old school wing T, Charlie Terry look. Let's see if they just try to draw him off sides here. They might just see what they do here. Yeah, Tim Champlin's going to call timeout.
We have a timeout taken by East Carter. Timeout brought to you.
And we got our timeout here, brought to you by Miller and Music Funeral Homes. I believe they're in Raceland, I believe.
This timeout is brought to you by Music and Miller Funeral Homes in Greenwood National, where they have been family operated for 70 years. Call 606-473-0099 in Greenwood or 606-324-2141 in Ashland, or visit mfhfuneralhome.com. I think, I don't think there's a coach in the tri-state, Jeff, that would not go for this.
Oh, absolutely. Because as we've seen there, good shot there by Travis. The ball just on the inside part of that line of the 49.
He has to make the red line. That's kind of the imaginary line. If he's on that blue or white, I think he's short. He has to make that red line. It's going to be 4th and a full yard. This is not just a short play. This is a full yard, which is 3 feet no matter how you measure it.
Exactly.
Johnson under center. Yoke in there in that backfield. Handoff goes to Holbrook straight up the middle, and it's going to be close. Let's see where they mark this one. I believe they're going to give him the first down. He goes across midfield into Comet territory. It'll be a 1st and 10. Of course, all first downs this season are brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy. For all your pharmaceutical needs, see Red 8 RX Pharmacy in Greenup. Of course, we were talking about how I was dealing with a toothache. Listen, I consider myself a pretty tough guy. I don't complain about a whole lot, but listen, when I get a toothache, buddy, and it feels like you're chewing on glass, I become the biggest baby in the world.
I'll tell you, there's nothing like a toothache.
Of course, 1st and 10 East Carter. Ball crosses into Comet territory. Johnson in the gun. He's got doubles, and now here comes Gabe Roberts. It's going to jet sweep. He's heading off to his left, and this one's going to come back, Jeff. Multiple flags go flying. Gabe Roberts has a East Carter first down, but this is going to be
a flag
on East Carter, and I didn't see it over there. I saw the flag, and I don't think there's going to be any argument from either side on this one.
Let's see if we can pick up where that hold was. I seen the flag come from the official on the far side.
Let's see here. Oh, I'm not sure. I really wouldn't be able to tell. Tim Champlin and East Carter fans weren't arguing it, so they probably was.
Yeah, I'm not for sure if they got the one in the back on there or possibly the one on the side.
So moves the ball back into Raider territory. It'll be spotted right at the 41. 1st and 20. Of course, that's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Johnson's in the gun. Setting up deep. Johnson. He's going to throw across the middle. He's got Mikey Hall in the Comet territory to the 41-yard line.
41, Mikey Hall.
That was kind of the keys in the game, How would West Carter's defense react to Gabe Roberts and Mikey Hall? I know that you got that play that Gabe Roberts on the jet sweep was nullified. But there was Gabe Roberts straight across the middle right there. So there was 2 plays there, and I know one don't count, but 2 plays there of the guys that we talked about in the pregame. If West Carter's going to come out of here and win, they're going to have to contain those a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw that on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay there. He was wide open down the middle on that play. And West Carter, they was able to bring across their free safety to be able to catch him.
Handoff goes to Yoke. Yoke breaks it outside, makes a man miss, and Yoke is in the open field, and they're not going to get him. This is going to be an East Carter touchdown. Landon Yoke. A guy that we weren't sure if he was going to play the whole week scores the opening touchdown for either team in the Battle of the Barrel with 5:26 left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, great running right there. A little weave in and out as we see there, and gives a thumbs up. And, he acts like nothing is wrong with that knee at all.
So Carter's out there just trying this extra point. Snap is down. Kick is away. It looks good. It is good. 5:26 left here in the opening quarter. It's East Carter 7. West Carter nothing. We'll be back on Kool TV.
A significant number of people are both dehydrated and lacking the proper nutrients their body needs to function optimally. Intravenous therapy is a great way to refresh, refuel, and recover from the stresses of life. Bluegrass Drip offers intravenous therapy as well as aesthetics procedures that help remodel and replace collagen, all in a very relaxing atmosphere. For more information, call 205-285-1642 or go to bluegrassdrip.com. That's Bluegrass Drip, Wellness and Aesthetics.
State Senator Robin Webb would like to congratulate all the teams who made it to the 16th Regional Tournament and wish all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staffs the very best of luck in this year's tournament. State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on the hardwood, and will always strive to put our youth and children first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Again, have fun and good luck at this year's regional tournament from your State Senator Robin Webb.
Back out here on the campus of East Carter High School, Landon Yoke goes in from 41 yards out. And East Carter leads 7-0 after a Carter extra point. Area scores around the area. Excuse me. I was about to say area scores around the area.
Yeah. Where else would they be at?
Yeah, exactly. Some of them are not in our area, I guess. They're considered Powell County in the area. It's a kickoff, little pooch kick, and we got whistles, and this is going to be, I believe they're going to get East Carter for offsides, and they're going to back them up a little bit more. Powell County leads Fairview 7-0 in the first quarter. Morgan County 8-0 over Knott County Central. Raceland 6-0 over Newport Central Catholic. 7:10 to go in the first quarter.
So some good games going on right now, all across the Bluegrass.
Of course, I need to text the caretaker. I call him the caretaker, and he likes that name now. Dwayne Elliott, Mr. Do-It-All down there at the Cool Hit Studio.
So as you said, it was offsides against East Carter on the kickoff, so they're going to back it up to the 35. Gets that one away.
This is a really good kick. It's going to land at the 15 and fielded. Breaks a tackle up across the 30. A lot of room up across the 40. And West Carter will have really good field position to begin their second drive. A drive that looked good early, Jeff. They picked up an early first down as, that
was Isaiah Bond out there doing a little bit of wheeling and dealing and flashing some of the leather out there.
And you talk about Dean, who had a really good first drive. But let's give it up for that Comet offensive line. There were some huge holes for him to run through. They picked up a first down there, and just a couple of things held him back there. Johnson Central Boyd County 0-0. Ashland leads Green up 7-0. 1st and 10 West Carter. 2 receivers to Hall's left and 1 to his right. Handoff is going to go to Dean. Goes across the 40, 45, midfield into Raider territory, and is finally drugged down at the Raider 45-yard line.
Dean on the carry.
But he runs hard.
He's a downhill runner.
He runs hard.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, he may not be as fast as what he appears to be, but
he's got some wheels on him.
Well, when he goes 100%.
Well, I'll tell you, we saw that last week. Of course, me and you and Chauncey were out at West Carter, and we watched it. He did what he wanted against that Powell County defense, and he looks like he's doing what he left off at. Of course, that first down is brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy. For all your pharmaceutical needs, Red 8 RX Pharmacy. First and 10 West Carter. Ball spotted at the Raider 45-yard line. Hall's in the gun. Handoff goes to Dean. Sweeping off to his right. He's got a lot of room as he gets inside the 45 to about the 41-yard line. Another really good gain on the outside. That's something that Daniel Barker has seen something on tape. As you mentioned it.
Yeah, and that's a lot of, as we're talking about the keys of the game.
Yeah, you mentioned it, that you would be surprised if West Carter ran A or B gap, and here they are. They're doing the halfback sweeps and out of the gun. They're letting Dean really dictate what he wants to do with the ball.
Yeah, because he's over the last couple of weeks, he's really improved up his field of the
field vision.
On there, seeing the defense and being able to just get right on the outside.
Drops to throw, has a man over the middle, and it's dropped.
Pass, holds incomplete.
That was Thompson. He had him right sitting down in the middle of the field. It'll bring up third and medium, Jeff. And, we seen East Carter get really close to converting a third down last time. It ended up having to go for it on fourth down. But neither team so far tonight converted one of those third and medium or third and longs. West Carter with an opportunity right here. 3rd and 5. Hall's in the gun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Dropping a throw, setting up deep. Here comes a flag thrown across the middle, and it's caught.
Pass is caught.
This flag's on, though. The flag over on that West Carter sideline.
He's talking to Coach Barker over there. I'm not for sure if it's.
And it looks like this is going to go against West Carter.
No early indication there. David Stafford, I believe.
Here. Illegal man downfield. So what that would tell me is they had an ineligible receiver run around.
Yeah,
because the linemen weren't. That flag came out very early.
Yeah, and that was West Carter had that exact same penalty, and it might have been on that exact same play.
Yeah.
Last week against Powell County.
Right.
It's one of those. Probably a lineman just kind of floated down the field just a little bit too much, and ends up hurting West Carter and pushing them back.
So it made a 3rd and 5.
So now it'll be
5 yards from the spot of the foul, which actually makes this 3rd and a little more than 10, not quite 11. Really good pass there by Hall, though. I mean, that was a great pass and catch. Dropping a throw. He's running out of time. It's going to be a screen pass over there on the far sideline. A lot of room down the sideline, and they finally is taken down from behind. This is going to be an extra 15 yards, as you'll be able to see that on that Grayson Sporting Goods replay. What a play call, and you've seen that. I'm going to say it. East Carter was a victim of that at Greenup on a 3rd and long. The defensive line just got way too far upfield, and there was no one back there to tackle, the receiver who catched or the running back who caught the screen pass. So,
and as we've seen, right there, just grabbed him and ripped him backwards. Knees buckled back. So, I mean, you're going to have just about any official here in the area going to call that.
Absolutely.
Of course, horse collar.
Of course, that first down was brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy and Greenup for all your pharmaceutical needs. 1st and 10 West Carter. Balls are spotted inside the 20, right at the 14-yard line. Handoff goes to Dean, straight up the middle. The first time that they've ran into the teeth of that defensive line, and it's going to be a short gain. You got to try it. You got to try it. If
Well, that's the thing. With any kind of play, you can't constantly run.
Well, I say short gain. He got 3 yards, so it looked like he didn't get that. So I'm sure Daniel Barker's okay with getting 3 yards.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you got to think. You get 3 yards. Every time you're right there with 1 yard left to go on the 4th down.
Right. And another thing to note here, West Carter's got a really good kicker. Really, really good kicker. So 2nd and 7. Or maybe even 6. Handoff goes to Dean. Straight up the middle, inside the 5. I believe this would be a Comet first down. It will be. And it'll be 1st and goal West Carter. The ball's going to be spotted at the Raider 4. Of course, that's brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy. Hurry up offense. Let's see, this is going to go against the Comets. As not everybody was set, I don't believe. And, they're going to call it a false start. Just not everybody was set there as the Comets tried to hurry up and catch the Raiders
5-yard penalty.
out of position. It's going to back them up from the 4 to the 9. Really good drive so far here for West Carter. Of course, tonight's game is brought to you by the Greenup County Public Library with branches in Flatwood, South Shore, and the main branch in downtown Greenup. Books, movies, and so much more. The Greenup County Public Library. First and goal from the 9 as a receiver comes in motion. Handoff goes to Dean, and breaking a tackle and dragging a Raider close to the 5. I believe that's where they're going to mark it at, and it'll be second and goal.
And we'll get the scoreboard updated here. Just a little technical issue on there, but we'll get that fixed right up here.
Little scoring update. Morgan County leads Knott County Central 8-6, 3:15 in the first quarter. West Carter has it inside the Raider 10-yard line. Ball spotted right at the 5. And that big, heavy set. Hall in the pistol. Handoff goes to Dean Strip, the middle, and he goes in. Touchdown, West Carter.
Dean up the middle. Go for the play. Touchdown, West Carter.
Let's take a look at that on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay once again.
Just really good job there by the Comet offensive line up front. Of course, all touchdowns this season are brought to you by Johnson Chiropractic. Let Dr. Shannon Johnson help you get back in the game of life. Really good drive to answer there, Jeff. The Comets go straight down the field, and it was all started with a really good return on that kickoff. You got to think a penalty for East Carter. They dropped it back. They had to put the ball from the 40 to the 35. West Carter ended up starting that drive at the 41. Kick is away, and it is good. We're all tied at 7. 2:09 left here in the first quarter. We'll be back on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
Graceland Christian Church, located at 210 Caroline Road, can provide you with a path to Jesus with Sunday morning service at 10:30, evening services at 6, and Christ-centered recovery services Tuesday night at 6, where over 250 people have surrendered their lives to Christ over the last 2 years. Graceland Christian Church also offers their Feed My Sheep food pantry while serving more than 150 Greenup County families each month.
This is Jason Likens, the lead minister at Graceland Christian Church. We're a little church with a big vision of serving our community for the cause of Christ. We invite you to come live out your faith with us.
Back out here on Kool TV, West Carter marches the ball 59 yards on 8 plays and ties this game with 2:09 left here in the first quarter. Just what the doctor ordered if you're Coach Daniel Barker over there on that far sideline.
Absolutely. What they needed, and they did it exactly how we said they were going to do it at the beginning. They were going to run it just off tackle, go off the side. They did try the A-B gap, try to see, if there was something there. But they was able just to go and plug away at it until they eventually got it. Dean got it across the goal line there.
Little pooch kick in the middle of the field. It's fielded by Gabe Roberts. That's the wrong guy to kick the ball to. Gabe Roberts is going to take this into Comet territory. Making man miss. Breaks a tackle inside the Comet 40, and East Carter will start this drive at the Comet 37-yard line. If you could pick one guy on the field you didn't want to kick it to, it's Gabe Roberts.
Exactly. Let's take a look at that on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay there. And just a great shot. As you said, a little pooch kick right there. Scoops it right up, able to go just off of his defense. Did a great job, had a nice block right there. A little bit of shake and bake to get it inside the 40. And so great job there by East Carter on that kickoff.
Heavy set for the Raiders. Johnson's in the gun, Yoke to his right. Holbrook lined up as a tight end to his left and 2 receivers to his right. Gabe Roberts and Preston Wall. Good job by the Comet defense there as Yoke tried to get outside over there on that left hash, and
No gain.
really good job containing him for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that's one thing you got to think, with this common defense that's out there. Look what they get to practice against every day. Of course, Dean's out there. Of course, most of these guys are playing Ironman football, but yet you got to think of when they put him out there, let him run against that front line and see if they can pick it up. And
I think that's a quality of good players make better players. It's contagious because when you practice against them all the time, you become a good player.
Yeah, iron sharpens iron on there.
That's right. 2nd and 10, Johnson in the gun. Yoke to his right. Johnson dropping to throw, throws off to his right. He's got Wall. And it's going to be incomplete.
Ball's incomplete.
And another 3rd and long for East Carter. And I think if let's just say if East Carter's not able to get any yards here, I think you might consider punting it. It just depends on how comfortable you are pinning them. Because let's just say they don't get any yards. Let's just say they don't get any. Well, what if they punt it in the end zone? It ends up being just a 15 or 16-yard punt.
Right.
So you kind of, if you're Coach Tim Champlin, even if they don't get any yards here, you're kind of complaining going for it anyways.
Exactly. Because, what you're going to give up on that. We were talking earlier, I guess, Carter, their place kicker.
Yeah.
He can hit it.
He's good. He's good.
Don't know if you want to bring him out. This may be just a little bit too far out of his range.
Counter as it's going to be, I tell you, he gets inside the 30. That was Ryan Carter. We were just talking about him. He didn't want to punt. He ran like he didn't feel like he was going to punt or kick right there. So he's going to take it inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th and very long 2. And, of course, East Carter's going to try and go for this. And it's one of those moments, Jeff, as we get close to the end of the first quarter. This is a big momentum play for both teams. Let's say West Carter stops them. They got a ton of momentum. They just went down the field and scored. If East Carter's able to get it, you got to think the next stop will be the end zone.
Exactly. And this is where West Carter needs this stop. East Carter needs
same exact play. Carter straight up the middle. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. And he kept driving. He's got the first down.
And the ball's loose. Ball's loose.
And I believe
East Carter recovers that.
But, I don't know if it's the noise here below us. I don't know when they ever blew the whistle. I think East Carter was able to jump on it. You look at the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay as he kept driving, and he got inside the 25 to the 23. As we look here, we're watching with you. That ball was just ripped out. What a play there by the defense for West Carter. East Carter's fortunate to have it back. What a play. Heads-up play by a lineman. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll switch sides when we come back. We're all tied at 7 on Kool TV.
We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery.
What's going on with the commercial?
We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events,
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
Back out here on Kool TV, 1st and 10, East Carter. Slant pass to Gabe Roberts, and it's dropped. Gabe was looking upfield there, just call it what it is. Slips through his hands.
Second down.
It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wide open. It would have had a really nice play there. It may not have been a first down, but would have taken the ball inside the Comet 20 anyways. So bring up 2nd and 10. Johnson in the gun. He's got Mikey Hall and Gabe Roberts split out to his left. And Holbrook in that tight end position. He is eligible. Johnson hands it off to Ryland, sweeping off to his left. He's got a lot of room inside the 30, 25, 20, inside the 15, and it's going to be a Raider first down. As it's going to be tackled just outside the 10.
On the 11-yard line. Gentlemen, this Red Zone visit is brought to you by Bob Miller, attorney at law. Second quarter brought to you tonight.
Couple scoring updates. Powell County leading Fairview 14-8. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Morgan County has leading Knott County Central 16-6. So it'll be not quite first and goal. East Carter can still get a first down inside the Comet 1 or 2 yard line. But it'll be a 1st and 10 where and then we go back to that 4th down play. We talked about that momentum play, and West Carter even had a chance on a fumble to get that ball. Those are things you look back at. Johnson drops the throw, slant across the middle to Gabe Roberts, and it's caught, and he's going to be knocked down at about the 3 yard line. Just shy of another first down. You got to think, I'm not sure they pick up a first down. I think this is touchdown or, I'm not sure that they'll lay the chains over there.
Yeah, this is definitely not an area that you want to go for that, or to even pick up 3.
You're not thinking about a first down on this play.
Nah, it's all for nothing right now. Second down, you got it down to burn.
Johnson in the gun. 2 receivers are split out to his left. That's Mikey Hall and Gabe Roberts. Ryland lined up to his left. Handoff straight up the middle. Really good play there by the Comets defensive line is 67. Jeff just came through unblocked. I'm not sure if he just put a good swim move on him or what happened, but he was waiting for that handoff. Really good play up front by the Comets.
Absolutely. We'll take a look at this once again. East Carter lines up, back in the shotgun formation and just comes right
split
through.
The gap. Yeah. Just unblocked, and that's something that Daniel's really good at. Daniel Barker, the coach for West Carter, is giving you that odd front. And it confuses the offensive line a little bit, and that's how those missed blocks happen.
Yeah, the center, in that case, I think he pulled. And that just let, the inside tackle right there just go right for it.
3rd and goal. Johnson rolling off to his right. He's going to throw to Gabe Roberts, and it's caught. Let's see where they marked this one at.
Yeah, I think they called it touchdown.
Did they call touchdown?
Yeah, it was kind of an awkward touchdown over there on the side. It was at an angle, but yeah.
Touchdown, East Carter. Going to have to see that on that Grayson Sporting Goods replay. The officials didn't even know. He was the only one over there, and he didn't give a very good signal on whether it was a touchdown or not. So I thought he put one hand up and was marking, the receiver out of bounds. But Gabe Roberts with another touchdown reception on the year.
I thought he was reaching for the ball in that case.
Yeah. As this one is no good.
And that touchdown brought to you by Johnson Chiropractic on there.
9:39.
And 9:39 left to play here in the second half. East Carter 13, West Carter 7. We'll take a break and we'll come back here with some more great Battle for the Barrel football here on Kool TV.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Caramel Boulevard in Grayson.
Back out here on Kool TV, Carter's got this ball teed up and is going to boot this one away. Really good kick. It's going to be fielded at the 13. And he's going to be tripped up by his own men as he just crosses the 30-yard line.
32-yard line where West Carter will begin. First down.
I believe that was number 6, Bond. I'll tell you what. Bond is one of those names in Comet football that will go down in history.
Absolutely, because you had Jackson Bond, Harrison Bond.
Jackson Bond at the linebacker position for the Comets during, that year where they had Latavius and Ori and the team. One of my favorite players to watch. They had two really good interior linebackers on that Comet team. First and 10, West Carter. Hall's got trips out to his left, receiver to his right, and Dean in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, throws across the middle. It's intercepted! That's Barker breaking a tackle and gets inside the West Carter 30-yard line.
Jeff, if you go back and watch this on the Grayson
replay, watch number 52 over here on the far right. He read it the whole way. He knew exactly where that ball was going. Just read it the whole way.
That was a great job. He just fell right back into it.
What a hit, though, by Barker. Not Barker, but Dean. That might be a nominee for Bowman's big hit of the game, though. He might have got that interception, but he paid for it.
So he's going to be feeling that one in the morning.
Yeah, and Dean's keeping the change, too. I tell you, that was a really good hit. That was a fumble-causing hit. East Carter's offense back on the field, leading 14-7. Johnson dropping the throw, setting up deep, throwing deep down in the middle of the field, and no one's home.
Yeah, I think the Raider fans wanted a flag on that one.
I'll be honest with you, I think it was pretty clean. I didn't see anything that warranted a flag. The ball was a little bit overthrown, and it was into double coverage. I don't see a flag coming out there.
Yeah, he was just leaning. It was, contact, yes, but both of them was making contact, but not enough to class or warrant a flag out there.
I think it was a good no call. 2nd and 10 as Yoke has checked in, Landon Yoke. And he's already made his impact tonight. He had a 41-yard touchdown run back in the first quarter. Johnson will be in the gun. Holbrook lined up at tight end on his right and 2 receivers to his left. That's Mikey Hall and Gabe Roberts. As we're having a discussion here, I believe that maybe one of the West Carter linemen may have a little blood on him or maybe having a little equipment issues. The official has.
Yeah, they're
going to make it. Maybe just a little bit of blood on him.
That's Braden Reynolds heading out for West Carter. It looked like it was right on his pants on the lower part of the uniform.
Yeah, and that's a rule, though. You got to, unfortunately, even if you just chip a nail. 2nd and 10, Johnson in the gun. Handoff goes to Holbrook on a counter, who's inside the 30, inside the 25, lowers his shoulder and runs over a Comet and will be marked down at the 22-yard line.
2nd down.
Ashland leading Greenup 21-0. I'll tell you, when Ashland gets rolling, they get rolling, don't they?
They are a tough team.
We think highly of Greenup, Jeff.
We do. They play excellent football. They had a great game against East Carter. In the previous
East Carter's a couple weeks team, and so is West Carter. Handoff goes to fakes the handoff to Yoke. Really good defensive play there by the Comets. I believe that was number 0, Jacob Waddell. As that was a read option, as Johnson could either hand it off to Yoke or keep it. He decided to keep it, and Waddell made him pay for it. And I'll tell you, when you see a kid, and I'm going to brag on Waddell here a little bit. When you see a kid, is that how you pronounce it?
Waddell.
Okay. When you see a kid make an open field tackle like he just did, that's impressive, Jeff.
Yeah, because, in that open field, little head movement, little shoulder movement,
absolutely,
throw you all over the place. That's discipline right there.
He didn't hesitate. Johnson rolling off to his right, throws down the field, and it is caught by Gabe Roberts. It's going to be a Raider first down. Of course, all first downs this year are brought to you by Red 8RX Pharmacy.
Sanitation
for all your pharmaceutical needs, see Red 8RX Pharmacy in Greenup. And West Carter doesn't have a big roster, Jeff. So you got to think a lot of these kids are playing both ways.
Yep.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. When I was at Russell, I played both ways for 2 years. But after a while, playing defense wears down on you.
Oh, yeah, especially
Handoff goes to Holbrook.
Well.
Holbrook, nice hit by West Carter. I believe that was back, number 17, and a flag comes out, and you got to think this is going to be against the Raiders.
Yeah, holding against East Carter.
Be a 10-yard from the neutral spot.
So 10 yards from the spot there, and it looks like they've...
You talk about back there at the free safety position, man, he comes downhill with bad intentions. I mean, he's not, there ain't much, he just comes downhill and he's ready to take someone's head off.
Well, that's the thing. With these West Carter players, they give their all every play.
Absolutely. And we saw that last week, too. That's a very dangerous free safety out there. Really big, fast, physical kid out there at free safety for the Comets. It's going to back the ball all the way back to the Comet 27. 1st and 20 as Johnson rolls out to his right and throws back to his left. A lot of room in the middle of the field. Really good open field tackle. And it's going to be close to the original line of scrimmage.
Nice little shake and bake play there. We'll take a look at that on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay.
I don't believe that was Potter who made that play. He's been good for the Raiders this year. Of course, I follow the Raiders everywhere they go. We were at Estill County, went to Greenup, went to Boyd. Of course, me and you were here the last time they were a home game, and it was like Vietnam during the movie Forrest Gump, and the rain was blowing in sideways. Game didn't start till after 9 o'clock, and just been a really, really fun year. Johnson the gun, Yoke to his left, fakes the handoff, sets up deep, throws over to the right. He's got Mikey Hall inside the 15. Tiptoes the sideline, still in bounds. There's no whistle.
Yeah, I think they eventually got it. It was a very light whistle.
Yeah, I mean, I know the crowd's loud, but I didn't ever hear a whistle. Yeah. Let's see where they actually marked this one at.
I think it's one of those things that I remember.
Mikey Hall was looking at the Comet defenders like, am I out of bounds? Because I think he was about to take off running there if you watch it on that replay.
Oh, yeah, he was taking a look, trying to figure out where he was at, and it's like, are we going? Are we going? Are we going?
Out of bounds. 3rd and medium for East Carter. Johnson hands off to Yoke, just a little counter. Breaks a tackle, gets inside the 10. It's going to be enough for a Raider first down. Brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy in Greenup for all your pharmaceutical needs. 5:37 left here in the second quarter. You got to think here, Jeff. East Carter would be very content going into the half, leading 20-7.
Absolutely, that's not a bad. I mean, that's not a bad score. Two score going into the locker room. Gives you a little bit of breathing room coming out, especially on a game like this one.
And you got to think, East Carter has not scored on these big, giant plays. They've been long drives that ate up a lot of clock and really limited how many possessions West Carter's got. This one goes to Yoke. He spins in the middle of the field, breaks a tackle, goes inside the 5 to about the 2 or the 3 yard line.
The 2-yard line. The second goal.
Raceland now leads Newport Central Catholic 13-0. Johnson Central 14. Boyd County 7. I just got a new update. Johnson Central leads Boyd County 21-7. Powell County, something happened there at the end of the first quarter. Now leading Fairview 30-8. Whew, it was 14-8 there for a little bit. Something happened there. Maybe I got a wrong update.
Somebody's broke something loose on there.
Johnson in the gun, hands off to Yoke. Yoke tiptoes, makes a man miss and goes in. Touchdown, East Carter.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Take a look at that on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay.
A touchdown is brought to you by First Light Home Care. And thank you, Crazy Bob.
And nice, strong move that he has right there. Just plows it right in over top of a couple of West Carter defenders.
And, you know, you see that out of Dean for West a little bit, the patience a little bit to let his block sit up. And I think that's a quality that you don't really see a lot of in today's running backs, but you see it in the real good ones. And you see it in Landon Yoke, and you see it from West's Dean. 2-point conversion, throw over the middle, and it's caught by Potter. 21-7, East Carter leads West Carter. 4:30 left here before the half. We'll be back on Kool TV.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy. If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Back out here on the campus of East Carter High School. Of course, touchdowns all season long are brought to you by my good friend, Dr. Shannon Johnson. Let Dr. Shannon Johnson help you get back in the game alive. Talk to that guy a couple of times a week. He's a great guy down there in Raceland. He's just a phenomenal guy. Does a lot for those kids down there at Raceland. And we really, really enjoy talking and associating with. They call him Doc down there in Raceland. Super great guy. Little pooch kick over on the far sideline to the right. And it's fielded by Comet. Going up the near sideline. He got a lot of room across the 50. And Carter finally knocks him down as he crosses into Raider territory to the 45. But there is a flag over here in midfield. Let's see what they – looks like they're going to get back for something, as he's kind of not happy with – maybe it wasn't on him, but he kind of knows that that's going to be against West Carter. And
yeah, they're all
officials kind of –
they're all talking about it, and it is going to be, it looks like a block in the back on West Carter. See if we can see that on the instant replay there.
You know, the official that threw the flag was over here on the near sideline. Oh, yeah, 22.
Yep.
That's on number 22. And that wasn't really, I mean, that was kind of like the guy was blocked into him. It was a block in the back, but it wasn't like he hunted him down to hit him in the back.
Right.
Yeah, we've all made plays like that. So, unfortunately, the officials caught him that time. It's going to back up what would have been a 1st and 10 for West Carter all the way into Raider territory at the 45. It's going to mark it back to their own 31-yard line. We've all blocked people in the back, and we've all been blocked in the back.
It reminds me of that Bengals 99-yard fumble, or where he picked it up there.
Handoff goes to Dean, puts his foot in the ground, turns upfield. Really good play there by Dean. Let's see where they actually mark this ball at. He's going to get a really good gain. It's going to go close to the 40-yard line. Looks like maybe a gain of 8. I tell you, when he turns upfield, I mean, he's dangerous, man. He's a good back.
Well, he runs track. Obviously, sprinting.
You can tell.
I mean, he does go about mid-distance on there. But, yeah, I mean, his stamina is just unreal.
He doesn't big. I don't know. He looks big from here. Big, strong kid who's got some serious wheels on him. All in the gun. Handoff. Goes to Dean, and he's going to have a first down for West Carter as he crosses the 40-yard line to the 45-yard line.
First down for the Comets.
And that's kind of been there all night, Jeff. That outside zone, they don't really pull anybody on those plays. They just, West Carter's tackles and their tight ends have done a very good job of concealing the outside. They haven't ran down A or B gaps so far, and you haven't had to. They've had 4 or 5 yards all night outside.
Well, and that's exactly what, I was talking about earlier on. Once he gets that gap on the side, he just, he's almost
he's
like
got really good field vision.
He's like a glitch.
Yeah.
At that point in time. He just gets there, glitches out of the way, and then you're like, wait, what happened to him?
Hall in the gun. He's got Dean to his left. And I believe there's trips out to his left. Handoff goes to Dean. A little counter back to the left. Dean with a lot of room into Raider territory. Down the sideline. Are they going to get him? Finally got him. But not after a huge gain there for Dean as he goes inside the Raider 30 to about the 29-yard line.
Let's take a look at that on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay.
They're going to mark it at the 30, actually.
25-yard line.
And
25.
Just right off tackle on the side. Get some good blocking right there. That turned on the Jets, and that's what got him that extra few yards. And that was 34, Ryan Carter, able to
saving a touchdown.
Stop.
Of course, all first downs this year are brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy in Greenup for all your pharmaceutical needs. First and 10, West Carter. Hall on the gun. Dean gets the handoff, sweeping off to his left. Another really good game, but somebody got killed over there. Really, a couple of really big hits over there. Over on that far sideline. But Dean just lowers his shoulder and gets a casual 4 yards. That's I tell you, he's gotten that 4 yards is stopping him and containing him at this point.
Yeah, it's just a couple strides for him.
Yep.
He picks it up real quick. He may get tackled, but he's going to make it.
He might get tackled, but you're going to know who you tackled.
Exactly. You're going to feel that one.
Really good job, and I'm one of those guys that likes to credit the offensive line. People that don't get the credit they deserve. West Carter's offensive line the last 2 weeks, Jeff, has been phenomenal. 2nd and 6. This is going to be a jet sweep to a wide receiver. They're going to get to the 20. I believe that was number 3, Kaiser.
Actually, it was 6 there.
Number 6.
Isaiah
Bond. Anytime, if you're a Comet fan or you hear a Bond getting the ball, it could be trouble for the other team.
Exactly, and the Bonds are related to the Flannerys as well. And you go back to Thomas Flannery, went to the UK, played. Right. Patrick Flannery had a great season or career down at Georgetown.
We get whistles, and I believe we're going to get a timeout each quarter. We'll take it with them. We'll be back on Kool TV.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back out here on Kool TV.
And I'd like to thank right now 345 of you all watching here today. Thank you for tuning in here.
Well, they probably didn't hear you. They probably got me muted. No, just kidding.
They just well, it depends on who they're listening for here today.
Hall in the gun. Handoff goes to Dean, straight up the middle. And a very short gain. This is going to bring up a 4th down here.
Dean on the carry.
And Jeff, if you're Coach Daniel Barker, you do that to keep him honest. You don't want the defense loading up on the outside, trying to contain Dean and allowing East Carter's linebackers to get downhill, and make stops at the line of scrimmage. Look for an outside zone here to Dean.
That's what they're looking for. They're going to call timeout right here, and I'm sure this is
right here.
Yeah, this is going to be a question, I think, right now of, do they feel like they've got it right now to be able to pick up a couple yards, because it's going to be.
Well, I'll tell you this: with East Carter getting the ball to begin the second half, leading by 2 touchdowns, this is you got to go for this. Because a field goal might help you in the fourth quarter, but right now you would like to go in the half 21-14.
Exactly, because you want to try to close that up a little bit, make it a 1-score game. They do have, their kicker out there, Wyatt Martin.
And West Carter, if you're not familiar with this Comets team, West Carter has one of the best kickers in the area.
Oh, absolutely. I think he's, I know in the division, I think at the time, or I think I was looking last week, he's the only one that's made any field goals.
I mean, he is. And I didn't know that until I was out there with you guys last week, and I was just sitting on radio down saying, hey, Jeff, who's the Comet kicker? He's good.
Come on, Raiders fans, let's make some noise on this 4th down.
4th and a very long 1, short 2 for the Comets.
Yeah, I do not see 13 out there, so this is definitely going to go for it here. As you said, they needed to go for it.
Heavy set. Only one receiver split out. East Carter really stacking the box in that pistol formation. Handoff goes to Dean. He's got the first down and more. Gets loose, and it's going to go in. Touchdown, West Carter.
Dean on the carry. Result of the play. Touchdown, West Carter.
Dean, I tell you, wasn't touched until he got to the 5. Really good play up front for the Comet offensive line.
Yeah, he's seen that little bit of a Raider shift over toward the right, and he takes it toward that where the shift was opposite of that, and just marches it right in there. That was a 17-yard touchdown there for Dwaylen Dean.
And, of course, you're not going to tackle him the same way you wouldn't tackle Landon Yoke with arm tackles.
Exactly.
Of course, that touchdown is brought to you by Dr. Shannon Johnson. Let Dr. Shannon Johnson get you back in the game of life. Here comes a big extra point here, Jeff. Snap is down, kick is away. It looks good. It is good. It's 21-14, 2:29 left till halftime. East Carter leads. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Back out here on Kool TV, 2:29 left here in the first half. East Carter leads West Carter 21-14.
Yeah, and this has been some battle here today. We were saying both teams having some real good offensive sets out there. West Carter going off the back of Dean, being able to just power it down the field. East Carter getting some good passing going on there, some good rushing attempts as well. I think it's been East Carter's passing that's really been putting them on, getting them on top here.
And, to this point, they have not stopped Dean for anything less than 3 or 4 yards. This one's booted away. Over there on the far right, it's going to go way out of bounds, and East Carter's going to have really good field position here. Deal with, I believe, both teams. East Carter only with 1 timeout remaining per the scoreboard.
Yeah, and West Carter with 2. But we got to give it up to the defense as well, because East Carter, without that interception a little bit or in the second quarter there, that really put them in for 6, and so that turnover really hurt West Carter.
Interesting thing that, this is interesting for me anyways. Last week, Powell County kicked the ball out of bounds 3 or 4 times, and not one time did a flag come out, and not one time did they make them re-kick it. Not saying that wasn't right. I just don't think that what they were doing last week was the right thing to do. So I believe East Carter's going to make them re-kick, and they're going to back them up 5 more yards. And you know what that does? It makes it dangerous for maybe Gabe Roberts. Or hoping this ball goes to Gabe Roberts.
Yeah, because pushing them back a little bit, they could have took it from about around the 35. Because it was the kick was right around the 20-yard line.
I think that the ball will be actually marked at the 40.
So at the 40 on that one, and
so let's see if the re-kick is going to pay off here for East Carter. This one's booted away. It's another really good kick. This one's going to land over on the far right, and it's taken by Ryland up across the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, midfield, near sideline, 40, 35, 30, and he's going to go in. Touchdown, East Carter!
Into the end zone.
I guess the re-kick paid off. Yeah, that's exactly what you said that they were wanting to do on there.
Let's take a look at that one on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. Just gets the reception right there. Heads out towards right, cuts back towards left, and he has got a wide open green field right ahead of him. Beats the kicker there and puts it in the house for 6. And like I said, you would have thought that would have been excellent field position starting on the 40, but it makes it even better now when you can go up on top now, back again by 2 touchdowns.
Of course, that touchdown is brought to you by Dr. Shannon Johnson. Let Dr. Shannon Johnson get you back into the game of life. Carter's going to line up for this extra point. The worst thing that could happen if you're Coach Daniel Barker.
Yeah, that is not what you want to have. West Carter kind of gave up something similar to that to Powell County last week on a
Snap is
kickoff.
down, kick is away. This one is good. 28-14, 2:17 left here in the first half. We'll be back on Kool TV.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, you know, they know you by name.
You know, you may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back out here on Kool TV. 2:17 left till halftime. It's the battle of the barrel. And Carter's now leading 28-14 on a Ryland foul. Kickoff return for a touchdown. A kick that the first time went out of bounds. East Carter made West Carter kick it back off, this time from the 35, and made them pay.
Exactly. It's like they knew they had that play written up, and they're like, hey, just get it to us right in the middle of the field.
Kick there by Carter. It's going to be fielded inside the 20 at the 15. Heading off into the middle of the field. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, spins, and he can't get away.
Trace Rivers on the return there for West Carter.
Around the 20.
I believe that was Ashton Lewis who was able to
begin first down.
Get Rivers down back inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. And you look at these two touchdown drives for West Carter. They haven't been through the air. They've been on the back of Dean and that offensive line. But as you look here at the first half, there's only 2:09 left. They've got 2 timeouts left. I think right now you have to throw the ball, Jeff. I don't think handing it off to Dean, you're not going to have enough time to get that ball downfield. I think this is a job that's required to throw because, East Carter gets the ball to begin the third quarter.
Exactly. You may try Dean once or twice here, somewhere in this series. But, yeah, you've got to get that ball downfield and at least get it to about the 30. That way, so.
Right, and this is a case where a field goal would be huge.
Right.
All in the gun. Hand off straight up the middle. And he goes across the 25 to about the 29-yard line. I believe that was Thompson.
Yeah, Caden Thompson. 6 foot, 181 sophomore there for the Comets.
As the clock continues to run, I think that Daniel Barker just might take this one to half. And the Comets don't look like they're in any hurry here. Trying to get some scoring updates. 28 to, I've got 34 to 7. Ashland leading Greenup. 22-6. Morgan County over Knott County Central. And Raceland 13-0 over Newport Central Catholic. Hall's in the gun. 1:22 remaining here in the first half. Clock continues to run. Handoff straight up the middle. Goes to Thompson. He's got the first down up across the 30. He's going to be pushed backwards.
Thompson on the carry.
And I think Coach Daniel Barker's okay with this. You don't see Dean in there right now, which makes me think that he may be okay with taking this to the half.
Absolutely, because at this point in time, like I said, they may try some passing here, but I have a feeling that they're just going to
the worst thing that could happen, and this is, I'm going to give Daniel Barker credit here. The worst thing that could happen is they throw an interception and they're down 35-14 at the half.
Right.
Go to the half, make your adjustment. Now they're going to throw way downfield. There's nobody there except for Gabe Roberts, and it's intercepted. Throwing it into double coverage. It was Gabe Roberts and Holbrook were over there right at the far 40-yard line. The ball was well overthrown. So Hall throws his second interception of the night. And East Carter, I tell you, Jeff, with a timeout left, 45 seconds left here in the first half. I just mentioned that. And that's the worst thing that but you have to take the chances. You have to. It's a double-edged sword, really. I mean, you have to throw the ball down the field. with that little time left, but that it's just what do you do?
Yeah,
it really wasn't that bad of a pass. It was just a little bit overthrown. It was just
he was in double team right there. I mean, might have been a good option to kind of throw it away. Of course, he's still kind of a young quarterback.
Johnson's in the gun, dropping deep. He's setting up deep. Now rolls off to his right. Really good play there by that defensive line. This is going to be intentional grounding.
Yeah, because I was wondering if they were going to say that.
Wait a second now. Now, there's a new rule with intentional grounding.
Because he was well outside of the pocket.
Well, there's a new rule.
Loss of down.
I don't believe Tim Champlin's arguing it, but I believe that the new rule states that you don't have to be out of the pocket to throw it away. There, he just kind of threw it 2 or 3 feet in front of him. It was, intentional grounding for sure, but
I mean, it was a loss of down penalty as well.
I think it's going to take him back 15 yards there.
Did I see on the bottom of your screen 12-0 Russell leading over Fleming?
Yes.
Holy cow. What in the heck has happened to Fleming County? No offense to Russell, but a little counter. This one's Holbrook. Holbrook puts his foot in the ground, cuts up in the middle of the field, gets across to 30. And I believe that Coach Tim Champlin may run this one to the half.
1 yard line.
Yeah.
No offense to Russell, but we know that Richardson Cruz is not playing. We know that one of their playmakers, Rimmer's not playing, and we're going to get a let's see, we get a timeout for an injured player over that far sideline.
Yeah, looks like that's number 6, Isaiah Bond.
And I can tell you right now, with the last name Bond, he ain't coming out unless it's really painful.
Right.
I've seen a bunch of those Bonds there in West Carter and Olive Hill play football, and they're just some really tough kids. East Carter's going to let this clock run out on the first half as Coach Tim Champlin and those East Carter Raiders are going to go to the half with a 28-14 lead here in the Battle of the Barrel. We'll be back on Kool TV.
West Carter 14.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Caramel Boulevard in Grayson.
State Senator Robin Webb would like to congratulate all the teams who made it to the 16th Regional Tournament and wish all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staffs the very best of luck in this year's tournament. State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on the hardwood, and will always strive to put our youth and children first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Again, have fun and good luck at this year's regional tournament from your State Senator Robin Webb.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back out here on Kool TV as the young Raiders are being recognized out here at midfield. Jeff, it was an eventful first half. We had kickoff return for touchdowns. We had long runs for both teams. And we've seen the athleticism and the power of both teams' running backs. And you talk about Holbrook and Yoke for East Carter, And you talk about Dean and Thompson for West
All
Carter.
right.
Yeah, it's one of those that we kind of worried there right at the very beginning because we were told Yoke's going to be starting for East Carter. Didn't see him in on the first couple snaps and everything, but did come out there, and he's been doing pretty well out there.
Looking at some scores from around the area, nothing real
First
surprising.
grade. Make some noise, guys. Let's hear it.
At the half, Russell leading Fleming County 12-0. That is surprising. Ashland all over Graham County 34-7 at the half. Johnson Central and Boyd County 28-14 halftime.
Not a bad score.
Not a bad score. The last update I got from Morgan County and
Now
Knott County
let's hear it for the
Central
lovely ladies, your cheerleaders. Come on, ladies.
Morgan County with the lead. 5 minutes left till halftime. Raceland was leading Newport Central Catholic 13-0. With 12 minutes, it's kind of an extended halftime. And, of course, I believe this will be your JFL night as they honor the cheerleaders, the younger youth league cheerleaders also. And, you look around, Jeff, and
all right, fans, let's have
it's tough to live in the moment for if
some
you're
of our
a Carter County citizen. But
Raiders.
when you think of high school football at a local level, this is what it's about.
Exactly.
I mean, this is really the heart of high school football. And I'm so glad that I'm on top of the press box calling the game with you and the East Carter and West Carter, that we have a relationship with them. And it's just been really, really awesome. And I couldn't ask for anything better. We are fortunate, my friend.
Absolutely. And I know, the communities as well, this is one thing that they've been talking about, that, they're going to miss, when we go to Carter County Central.
Yeah.
And I mean, Carter County's going to have a great team. Might be almost a good, scrimmage type thing that you can have out there, East versus West.
You're going to have the Turkey Bowl. You're going to have all those older West and East old men out there playing tackle football in their long socks and sweatpants before they go eat Thanksgiving dinner.
Absolutely. And I mean, these fields, they'll still be up, middle schools, we're talked about coming here to the high schools. So, I mean, these fields are going to be around for a long, long time.
Jeff, I've said this to a couple people. I've said this to Tim Champlin. I've said it to Charlie Terry. I've said it to Daniel Barker. It's, one day your kids and your grandkids are going to say, I remember when it was East and West Carter.
Yep. Yeah, it's almost like, back in my day, we had to walk through the snow, uphill both ways.
Yeah, that makes you feel old, don't it? Actually, I went and got a haircut the other day, and they, I like getting my haircut at Knuckleheads. It's not an endorsement. I just think they do the best. And, but I was looking down at the thing they put around you, the cape they put around you to prevent the hair from getting on your clothes, and there was some white hair, some gray hair.
I see that.
I don't
all
know
the
if
time.
that's stress or it's me getting older.
Well, I have to admit, I used to coach volleyball out in West Carter.
Yeah.
The first ever article that the Ashland Daily Independent mentioned me on there said that Coach Irwin's going to be getting some gray hair on this one, and I went and looked in the mirror afterwards, and I'm like, oh, it happened.
Yeah. I just got a halftime score. Morgan County leads Knott County Central 22-12 at the half.
And we hope that you're enjoying. I just kind of mentioned this on here. The replay, some of our replay action going on.
This is some first half highlights tonight that we've had so far. Of course, Gabe Roberts took a little pooch kick, found the near sideline, and took that one deep into Comet territory. At that point, the game was tied at 7-7. And Johnson's going to take this snap and hand it off to Carter. And this ball's going to get ripped out right here. East Carter's fortunate they got back on it.
That was a great job there by I think it was 74 on that one to pick that one up from East Carter. Hunter Keys. Great job by him.
It's either him or Ashton Moore. Then Johnson's going to hand this one off to Ryland. He's going to make a man miss, get the first down inside the 15. And, of course, we want to thank Grayson Sporting Goods for this instant replay. Of course, a company here in Grayson that doesn't get the recognition that they deserve. They are truly about the community, not just East Carter, West Carter also. They go out of their way to help youth sports and high school level and middle school level sports. So if you are in the Carter County, Boyd County, Greenup County, and you're looking for something in particular as far as sportswear, Letterman jackets, anything like that, buy local, especially, Grayson Sporting Goods, because they do more for your kids than most chain stores would ever do.
Yeah, they have been an institution here in Carter County forever. I remember when I first got into basketball officiating, the first place I went to, Grayson Sporting Goods.
I mean, Grayson Sporting Goods is kind of like an anchor for both of these schools. They do just as much for West as they would for East.
Exactly. And I'm sure they probably still got some shirts down there. They got some Battle for the Barrel shirts. I've seen them advertising. And they don't play favoritism, even though that they are Grayson Sporting Goods.
Right.
They got East Carter
They may be Grayson Sporting Goods, but they're not East Carter Sporting Goods.
Exactly.
Of course, when you leave tonight's game, you can head off to Clark's Pump and Shop, where you can return, refresh, and refuel. And you can also, after, I don't know how late they open, but I tell you, there's never a bad time to eat some Tres Hermanos.
Yeah, I love their blow-up. We were coming in today. If you have not seen it yet, it's a great blow-up that they have outside. One of the Tres Hermanos brothers.
They just redid the Grayson one, so I haven't been in that one. I'm going to have to do that. We'll take another break. We'll come back. We'll look at the keys of the second half here from Grayson on Kool TV.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Your local gym meets all your kids' athletic needs. Forget the long drives. Go to Cosmic Athletic Center in Olive Hill. We have instruction in all-star cheer, tumbling, basketball, volleyball, soccer, hip-hop dance, and pickleball at our 12,000 square foot facility. Or schedule your next birthday party with us. Our highly qualified staff works with athletes from 5 counties. Like us on Facebook or go to thecosmiccenter.com on US 60 by Rock Crusher Curve in Olive Hill. Phone 286-0239. Cosmic Athletic Center.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Fall hunting season is here, and Border Sporting Goods has your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reloading supplies, along with a wide selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, they know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Looking for a new ride? Stop by Fairchild's Auto Sales where everyone is approved. Good credit, bad credit, even no credit. Fairchild Auto Sales is fast and hassle-free and can get you on the road with down payments as low as only $500. Plus, all purchasers receive a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty. With new inventory arriving weekly, Fairchild's Auto Sales is certain to have that new ride you are looking for. Need servicing on your ride? Fairchild's Auto Sales is now offering service work with oil change and brake service specials. Let Fairchild's Auto Sales earn your business. Call 606-494-2030 or visit fairchildsauto.com. Fairchild's Auto Sales, US 23 in Wortland.
State Senator Robin Webb would like to congratulate all the teams who made it to the 16th Regional Tournament and wish all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staffs the very best of luck in this year's tournament. State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on the hardwood, and will always strive to put our youth and children first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Again, have fun and good luck at this year's regional tournament from your state Senator Robin Webb.
Back out here on Kool TV, still at the half. 3 minutes remaining at the half, and I believe they probably will add a little bit more time.
Yeah, especially getting to be this time of year. Maybe during the summer you don't need that extra 3 minutes stretching and everything else, but it's getting right now temperature, about 68 degrees.
It won't be long, and we'll have to use our Kool TV pullovers. Of course, we got those from Grayson Sporting Goods.
Exactly. They do a great job on everything.
I love mine. I wore it to school the other day. Of course, I'm in anatomy and physiology and microbes and society class, but loved it. Love it. So, Jeff, it's pretty simple if you're West Carter. East Carter gets this ball to begin the second half. As we look at the keys here, if East Carter's able to march the ball down the field and score again, it becomes a very critical game and almost out of reach at that point if you're West Carter.
Yeah, just the mental mindset that you have at that point in time. Right now, you're coming in and giving up the ball with a 2-touchdown deficit. Your main goal right here wouldn't surprise me if actually they come out and try an onside kick.
Which
right
feels like a turnover almost to begin the second half. It feels that way. Yeah, but I agree with you. But, and Tim Champlin, I'm sure, is telling his team, they're probably going to kick an onside kick. But, if you're West Carter, best case scenario, you come out, you get a fumble or an interception, or you're able to force East Carter into a punting situation. You go down the field, Dean gets a couple of good gashing run plays, and then it's 21-28.
Right. Then you got a brand new life in you.
Yeah.
I mean, we still got a half of football left. I mean, this has been kind of, almost like a little bit of a shootout. I mean, it's not been, too
there's
far
only
out of the
one
way.
punt in the game,
right?
And it was by West Carter. One punt, and that was their opening drive of the game, and neither team has punted. West Carter with 2 interceptions in the first half. One came very late in the first half. One came off an RPO slant. Jackson Barker was able to intercept that and already had it inside the Comet 40, and it wasn't long after that, and they added another touchdown on the board. So, making West Carter punt that first possession, East Carter goes down, they score on a Landon Yoke touchdown run. That's one of your big plays right there.
Yeah.
It's a sequence, as I should say. And then having that interception by Barker and a few plays later, going down the field and scoring. But one of the things that, will show up in the stat line after the game is East Carter's been able to convert 2 for 2 so far tonight on 4th down.
Yeah, we've talked about that earlier on as being one of the keys of who's going to be able to control either that third manageable or maybe even a 3rd and long and getting into a 4th down. I mean, if you start converting your 4th downs instead of punting it away, of course, East Carter was in a great position to go ahead and do a 4th and 4th down.
And credit to West Carter on a 4th and a very long 1-2. Dean takes it straight up the gut and goes into the end zone from about 21 yards out.
Yeah, because, those type of plays, you throw your defense right in on the box, you jam it up and everything. He found a way to break through and get it into the end zone.
Arm tackles are not going to bring him down.
No.
So, as the 12 minutes went back on the clock, they're going to let these kids stretch. We'll take another break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Bright Beginnings Preschool, located in Raceland Christian Church at 210 Caroline Road, provides quality childcare with Christian values to more than 30 students currently enrolled in the school. Open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Bright Beginnings Preschool is available for nearly every schedule while offering a peace of mind while your little one is away. For more information, contact Heather Scarberry at brightbeginnings@racelandchristian.com or call 606-834-9241. That's Bright Beginnings Preschool, 210 Caroline Road, Raceland.
We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Back out here on Kool TV. About ready to start the second half of play. 28-14, Raiders lead the Comets in the 53rd edition of the Battle of the Barrel. And under a waxing gibbous moon and a Carter County night, both these teams are going to settle it in the next 24 minutes.
Or that may be waning, I believe, on there.
Waning. Of course, I got my information from Jeff. He knows it all. And so if I got it wrong, you need to message Jeff and say, it's actually this.
Well, shout out to Dr. Ben Malfers from Morehead State University. Runs a great program over there, Space Science Center and everything. He always told me it's waxing when it comes on. So you wax on, so the wane goes off.
Okay, so
wax on, wane off. Wax on, wane off.
Well, there we go.
Get some Karate Kid action going on here.
Right. But little keys here for each Carter to begin this second half. Play clean football. You've got a 2-touchdown lead. You're in a rivalry game. Don't get caught up in emotions, especially as we get closer to that fourth quarter. You got a big cushion here. Not a big cushion, but a couple of touchdown cushion here. Take care of business. You go down the field. You make it 35-14 or even 31-14. I think that's going to be awful hard and a tough mountain to climb if you're West Carter.
Yeah, it's mentally when you're out there, and that's when those penalties do start adding up. You're going to get a couple extra shots in after the whistle blows. Both teams need to play it clean.
And you see the alignment here for the Raiders as they're going to get this second half kickoff. They've actually brought the up man up between the 25 and 30. And the next line is standing right at the 40, and the other one is standing right at midfield. So they're expecting an onside kick here.
Well, if you take a look at the position ball, Travis got a great shot over there. Those laces are not straight down the field. And usually a lot of times you want to put the laces about where you're going to be kicking it at. And they're pointed toward this, toward about that 50, the navy blue 50-yard marker down there. West Carter did it against Powell County, and they figure, and here we go, and that little pooch kick.
It's going to be, it's loose, and the Comets have it. Perfectly placed pooch kick, and West Carter will have the possession at the Raider 45.
Yeah, exactly kind of what I was thinking right there. It didn't take the bounce I was thinking. I think it was going to be out there a little bit more.
Almost looked like it bounced off a Raider's front of his shoe.
Hey, you take a look there. Yeah,
it hit the ground. And what a perfect bounce. Yeah, what a kick.
Yeah, great play. West Carter, with that kicker, Wyatt Martin, I've got to give him, lots of credit out there. I mean, not only can he put it in from beyond the 30-yard line, this makes the back-to-back games that he's had an onside kick.
And the coaching staff for East Carter was not happy on that because, it's one of those things you knew it was going to happen, but it still happened.
Yep. Well, and sometimes there's nothing you can do because
you can't.
He kind of went. The Raider player went up for it, tried to grab it, and it ended up falling to the ground, and nobody else was around him to get there.
Handoff goes to Dean, sweeping off to his left, and he's brought down after he gets inside the Raider 40. A really good first down play by the Comets.
Gain of 5 brings up second down. Fans, this third quarter is brought to you by
gain of 6, second and 4. And you got to think this drive right here, Jeff, is going to be either Dean's going to score a touchdown or West Carter's not going to score a touchdown.
Yeah, they're going to be giving it to Dean here. Of course, he got a little bit of rest there right at the end of the first half.
Absolutely.
And that just gives him the fuel right now. And, of course, that adrenaline's pumped up there as well.
Dean again, close to that first down before he's finally shoved back. I believe they're going to mark him a couple yards short. He'll bring up third and short. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line of East Carter. Bring up third and a very long 2. Which is, that's one of the shorter runs he's had tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, East Carter, I guarantee you, at halftime, Coach Champlin was probably in there talking to his defense saying, we've got to shut down the outside running lanes.
Yeah, but Dean's one of those guys you really don't shut down. You try to contain.
Yeah, he's one that, he will plow over top of you.
Absolutely.
If he's not doing it on the offensive end, he's doing it on the defensive
All
end.
in the gun. You got to think this is going to Dean also. And it is. Straight up the middle, and he's going to be close to that first down. Not sure. It depends on where they marked it. And he should have it. If they're going to give him the 35, that'll be enough for a Comet first down. It will be. Of course, all first downs this year are brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy down in Greenup for all your pharmaceutical needs. 1st and 10, West Carter. Getting the possession on a little pooch kick. I wouldn't call that an onside kick. That was a pooch kick that just bounced absolutely perfect. And West Carter has the possession trailing 28-14. Just underway here in the second half for the Battle of the Barrel.
Like I said, it went up in the air. I thought that one would have probably hit the ground, but it was almost like one of those jump shots that you'd put right through and just hit it right in there.
Little motion up front by that defensive front. Dean gets the handoff, tries to cut it back inside, and is stopped by, I believe, Ashton Lewis of that defensive front. Ashton Moore, excuse me.
Number 32.
6'1", 300-pound senior. Plays center on offense. 41-7, Ashland leading Greenup now. On a 52-yard run by Tay Thomas. 2nd and 8, all in the gun. Got 2 receivers to his left, handoff. No, it's a fake handoff and throw out to the right. He's got back. Back gets inside the 30 to maybe the 29 of East Carter. And you got to think, I was wondering when back was going to be incorporated in the offense a little bit more. Big, bulky, strong kid who's got really good speed and plays free safety defensively and comes downhill with bad intentions.
Yeah, back actually split quarterback duties with Hall last year, but now has been taking more into a nice little wide receiver position that they have there, or kind of a slot receiver that they have, and he's been doing a great job at that.
So far, so good for the Comets. They got the possession. It's 3rd and medium, 3rd and 4.
This time they're putting Dean on the outside as a wide receiver.
Got Thompson lined up in the backfield. It's going to go to Thompson. Straight up the middle, and he's going to be maybe a little bit short here, Jeff. Depends on where they spot this ball.
Yeah, nobody's making any moves right now, and you see the official there holding up the fist, and that's going to be 4th down.
4th and less than a yard. I believe they need to actually get just shy of the Raider 25 to be a first down.
Is brought to you by Primary Plus.
4th down. Last time West Carter had a 4th and short, Dean just took it in for a touchdown. He said, you know what? I don't feel like running any more plays. I'm just going to score a touchdown.
Yeah, just like, just give it to me, fellas. I'll take care of it. And they've got him in the backfield. In that last play.
When they go to this pistol, it's the same formation. They're going to play up tight here. And Dean gets the handoff, and he's got that first down. This one's going to go inside the 25 to the 24-yard line.
First down, West Carter.
And so if you're West Carter, you're content with doing this. You're not in any hurry here early in the third quarter. But you also have in your back of your mind, we may score a touchdown here, but we've also got to make a stop.
Right. That's the big thing right now. The adrenaline is running pretty high for them right now, getting that pooch kick back. That was, the first task that they had to get done. Now they got to put some points on the board, and they got to get, and then they got to make a stop as well.
They do. 1st and 10 Comets. They have it inside the Raider 25 to the 24. Hall on the gun. Dean to his right, and he's got trips to his left. Handoff goes to Dean, and East Carter's got him this time. They bottle him up and gang tackle him way back in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of at least 2.
A gaggle of Raiders.
And I'm sure Coach Tim Champlin had a talk with his defensive front there, especially the front 7, for allowing those big rushing lanes for Dean in the first half. He didn't have much there. This is going to be a big loss of about 3. Of course, that first down was brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy. Second and 13. And did you see how many Raiders it took to get him down?
I know. I love the announcer here, a gaggle of Raiders. I don't know if that's the proper term for a grouping of Raiders, but we'll go with that, a gaggle of Raiders.
And flags all over the place. This is going to be an illegal procedure. Now, wait a minute. They're going to call offside.
Yeah,
I don't understand. I don't understand why you blow the play dead on offsides. If it's not an intermediate danger for the offense, it should be a free play.
Yeah, it's one of those that I know that in some other levels and everything, that if there's any contact made, so it's like if one of the defensemen makes contact with the offensive lineman.
Right.
I didn't see it in that case, or in this one. If it was very light. But it seems like for the last several weeks that has been the case. That they've been blowing the play dead right at the initial flag.
So it'll bring it. I'll tell you what, East Carter's front has done very good here so far. That ball was taken from the 27 inside the 25 to about the 26, and Dean's going to lose a couple here, and it's going to bring a 3rd and 9. So the last 2 runs for Dean have went for -5 yards.
Yeah, not where they want to be at right now with this. I mean, the adrenaline's starting to run off right now, and they're realizing, hey, we got to, the job's not done. We got the ball back. But
do you
now
pass
get
here?
Down.
Do you pass here? Do you hope you hand it off to Dean and he gets it close, within 3 or 4 yards of a first down?
I would look here about a screen play or a screen pass right now.
Not this time. Dropping to throw his haul. He's got a man across the middle. He's going to be short. Let's see where they mark this at. It should be a first down. Yes, sir. Yep. First down for the Comets. Brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy. What a throw there by Hall. Very, very comfortable in that pocket. Just delivered a really good ball over the middle there. Huge 3rd down conversion for the Comets. But I tell you, Jeff, as you look over here to the left, of course, West Carter started this drive at the East Carter 46-yard line. They have it on the 13, and there's only 4 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, West Carter's trying the Novocaine offense right here. Give it time; it's going to work. And they're not looking for the huge play. They needed it that one. They got it, and now they're going to just be content to
RPO. Ball's batted up in the air and almost caught by a lineman. Dangerous there. Almost intercepted and almost caught. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Clock will stop. 4:10.
Yeah, I think that was Ethan Bledsoe right there. Just about had it. And of course, he was the one last week that got the strip and score for the West Carter defense there.
As you look at that ticker on the bottom of the screen, of course, those are live scores. Those are not, we have people all over the place giving those scores, and we're updating them right here. So as soon as we get them, you're getting them.
I see Ashland 41, Green up 7. Ashland turning on the Jets.
Hall with hands off to Dean with a lot of room. Cuts it up. And he's still alive. And I'm not sure. I believe he was knocked out of bounds just shy of the goal line.
Yeah, we're still waiting. West Carter said that he was in. You had,
this officiating crew's not real good at signaling touchdown. So,
I seen the white hat there. David Stafford, he's showing first down, so it's going to be 1st and goal here for the Comets. But a great run there by Dean.
Really good job by that left side of that line, just really forcing all the defenders inside. And Dean takes the ball and was able to find a lot of room over that left side. 1st and goal, ball at the 2-yard line. Handoff goes to Dean, and he goes in. Touchdown, West Carter.
Touchdown.
Untouched from 2 yards away. And it's 28-20 with 40 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. A touchdown brought to you by Dr. Shannon Johnson. This instant replay brought to you by Grayson Sporting Goods. Dr. Shannon Johnson can get you back in the game of life. Super great guy, by the way. Another touchdown for Ashland, 47-7 right now.
And this is exactly what West Carter needed right now. As we see Wyatt Martin there just getting ready to kick the extra point here.
Kick is away. It looks good. It is good. 28-21. 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. We've got a good one. We'll be back on Kool TV.
A significant number of people are both dehydrated and lacking the proper nutrients their body needs to function optimally. Intravenous therapy is a great way to refresh, refuel, and recover from the stresses of life. Bluegrass Drip offers intravenous therapy as well as aesthetics procedures that help remodel and replace collagen, all in a very relaxing atmosphere. For more information, call 205-285-1642 or go to bluegrassdrip.com. That's Bluegrass Drip Wellness and Aesthetics.
State Senator Robin Webb would like to congratulate all the teams who made it to the 16th Regional Tournament and wish all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staffs the very best of luck in this year's tournament. State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on the hardwood, and will always strive to put our youth and children first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Again, have fun and good luck at this year's regional tournament from your State Senator Robin Webb.
Back out here on Kool TV, high atop Steve Womack Field on the campus of East Carter High School. Jeff, West Carter did ideally, exactly what they needed to do to begin the second half.
Yeah, and one thing that we were talking about, they controlled the ball and the clock in that series that they had. You know, got what they needed right at the very beginning, had the little pooch kick, got the, you can't call it quite an onside, but they got the turnover on that, and then they marched down the field. And got the short run there on the 1st and goal there for the 6. And so, and then the extra point there as well. So they're back within a one-score touchdown, or they're down by just one touchdown now. And so it makes you wonder, are they going to try this again, or what are they going to do here?
Well, with it only being a one-touchdown game, I'd probably kick it deep.
Yeah, the Laces this time.
Your defense has to stop them eventually.
Right. And that's what they're going to have to do. West Carter, to make sure that they
I'll tell you what, he's not backed up very far. Here's another onside kick. This one is controlled by the Raiders. So it'll be 1st and 10 East Carter. Ball will be spotted at their own 47.
We'll begin the drive. 1st and 10.
I was taking a look at the Laces once again there. And, last time you seen.
Good job by Beeson just jumping on it and falling straight to the ground.
Oh, yeah. Last time Laces were in toward this near side of the field, that time pointed the opposite direction. And as you mentioned, he wasn't very far back, and so that time an official onside kick.
But you got to think, Jeff, with Daniel Barker and Tim Champlin, two of the best coaches in the area. I mean, this is a good chess match. 1st and 10 East Carter. Johnson calls for the ball, hands off to Holbrook. Holbrook cuts it back inside, gets it to midfield into Comet territory. I believe he's going to be marked at the Comet 48. So we a gain of about 4. Bring up 2nd and 6. A lot of penetration up front there for West Carter.
Yeah, now, and this is something else too. Of course, you had a long possession there by West Carter, but then those players are coming right back around and playing defense right now.
They are. And East Carter's got a lot of guys that play both ways also. 2nd and 6. Johnson will be in the gun. Yoke lined up to his left, and he's got 2 receivers to his right. That's Gabe Roberts and Mikey Hall. Johnson calls for the ball, hands it off to Yoke. Yoke puts his foot in the ground and runs over a couple of Comets, gets inside the 35 to about the 34 and bring up 3rd and about 2. Ball be spotted right at the 34. 3rd and 2. 2:47 left here in the third quarter. A third quarter that's flown by. Johnson in the gun. Huge third down here. Little shovel pass out to the left. Inside the 40 is Yoke. Inside the 30 is Yoke. Pushes a couple of Comets across. Away and gets inside the 25 and finally wrestled down at the 20-yard line of West Carter. What a play call. I was trying to gather that, they up the gut. And then West Carter brings all their linebackers downfield, and they're just like, you know what? We're going to shovel this out in the flat, and you're going to try to open field tackle Landon Yoke, which is always a tough task.
Yeah, it almost reminded me a little bit of the Veer quarterback just kind of seeing something, pitched it right off to him, and Yoke made some fantastic plays right there to get that yardage.
1st and 10 East Carter. Johnson in the gun. Gabe Roberts and Mikey Hall split out to his right. He's got Holbrook in the tight end position. Handoff goes to Ryland. Really good pursuit there by the Comets. Here comes a flag. They're going to get, I believe, a holding call on East Carter. So that's going to back the ball up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Ball is marked at the 21, so it'll be first and 20 at the 31.
Penalty.
Usually all your holding calls are right at the line of scrimmage, or, 90% of them anyways are right at your line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or two, give or take.
Yeah, let's see if we can identify where it's at. Right there, looks like number 64. Well, of course, no, it was thrown a little bit later on.
Maybe he just couldn't get out of his pocket.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens, and that always is,
Yeah, because I kind of had him, pushed him down.
Right.
I
didn't see anybody on this sideline arguing it. Second, and I believe this should be first down.
Yeah, everybody's got second around here.
This should be first down. This should be second down.
That's all incomplete.
Now, this should be second down because they repeated first down.
Right, because of the holding call.
Right.
So this should be, as I said, should be second down. Scoreboard's got it correct. Just need to get the chain gain on board here as well.
I'll tell you what, that would be a heck of a controversy.
It is. Chain gain now got there. You don't want to have a Tom Brady coming out there. It's like, what's that, 7th down?
Yeah. It would only happen in this game, too. Johnson's pass went incomplete there. Bring up second and 20.
Yeah, because one thing you got to think about, there's really, truly 3 teams out there on the field. You got the 2 teams playing, and then you got the officiating crew.
Handoff goes to Holbrook. Puts his foot in the ground, gets inside the 30, inside the 25. He's going to be
Holbrook on the carry.
Marked down right at the Comet 25.
Yeah, it looks like he was brought down by Tabor Tackett there, number 53 of West Carter. And this will bring up third down here for the Raiders. About 3rd and 14, pick up a 6 on the play.
So 3rd and 14.
And this is a question: do you bring Carter out if they don't?
I don't think
up the
so. Not from
here?
here. No, not from here. I think that this is 4-down territory. Johnson's dropping to throw. Still dropping. Throws off to his right and passes. Really good defensive play. Pass falls incomplete. And I think, let's just say, I think you go for this. Let's say you punt the ball. Let's say you punt the ball and it goes in the end zone. Well, then you got an 11-yard punt.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Carter's range is as far as field goals. I mean,
no, excuse me. It would be a 5-yard punt. So I think you go for this.
Oh, yeah. If you're not going to go for the field goal here, you got to go for it because, otherwise you don't really lose
Don't
much.
Be surprised if Coach Tim Champlin tries to get a cheap 5 yards here and trying to draw those Comets off sides on this 4th and very long to make it a 4th and manageable. Nope, he's going to drop the throw. Dropping the throw. He's got Gabe Roberts over there, and it's caught! No, they're going to call it incomplete. It rolls out of the back of the end zone. What a play!
Pass ruled incomplete.
Gabe Roberts. And let's see here. What a play by the Comets. I believe the Gabe may have just... I'm not sure that we were kind of shielded away from that.
Let's see if we can see it here on the instant replay.
I thought he had it, and it rolled out of the back of the end zone. And now West Carter will take over on downs. Let's see here. The ball kind of hung up in the air there for a little bit and was able, because the corner for West Carter was beat.
Right.
And it enabled him to catch up the ball, and he made a great play. 1st and 10, West Carter. 56 seconds left here in the 3rd. Hall on the gun, and he's got Dean to his right. Handoff goes to Dean. Heads off to his right, a big hole. Puts his foot in the ground and heads upfield. He's going to go across the 30 to about the 31 or 32-yard line.
32-yard line. 2nd down.
And Jeff, this is why I didn't want to pick this game because I didn't, I knew it'd be a great game.
Yeah, very evenly matched.
Can you imagine when both these teams go together?
Oh my goodness! It probably put them in 4A, 5A school, and
talk about a powerhouse.
Oh, he hurdled.
Dean hurdles a Raider defender and goes for a 1st down across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. What a play.
Let's take a look at that again. That was a great hurdle there by Dean.
Of course, all first downs this year are brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy in Greenup. What a football game we've got here tonight. 15 seconds remain in the third quarter. As that East Carter student section down here to our right starts that defense call. Clock is stopped.
Yeah, went out of bounds on the far side over there.
I'll tell you what, you got your $5 worth of admission down here tonight. Handoff straight up the middle to Dean. He's going to try to push his way forward, and he's going to be stuffed right at the 40-yard line, and that is going to end the third quarter. We'll go to the fourth. 28-21, East Carter leads West Carter. We'll be back on Kool TV.
At the end of the third quarter,
A significant number of people are both dehydrated and lacking the proper nutrients their body needs to function optimally. Intravenous therapy is a great way to refresh, refuel, and recover from the stresses of life. Bluegrass Drip offers intravenous therapy as well as aesthetics procedures that help remodel and replace collagen, all in a very relaxing atmosphere. For more information, call 205-285-1642 or go to bluegrassdrip.com. That's Bluegrass Drip Wellness and Aesthetics.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Back here on Kool TV, Jeff, we switched into the field, but I tell you, both West Carter sideline and they're behind them, their fans. They brought a ton of fans down here from Oliveville. And this East Carter Raider Nation right here below us have come to life as we're ready to start the fourth quarter of play. Couple of scores from around the area. Powell County leads Fairview 52-8. That game is a running clock. Morgan County leads Knott County Central 22-18. Newport Central Catholic and Raceland, it's 20-7. Raceland leads. 2nd and 8. Hall in the gun. Handoff goes to Dean, rolling off to his left, his right. Dean with a lot of room, and he is hammered over there on that sideline. Once the East Carter band continues to play even during the play. They don't care.
Well, they're right in the middle of the song, so, I mean, time to go ahead and keep it playing.
As maybe an injured Raider down on the field.
Now they quit playing. We'll take a look at that instant replay while they tend to the injured Raider here. But just good play there once again.
You know, Dean has been very, very efficient for the Comet offense tonight. Look how hard he runs. And he plants his foot. He's like, okay, I'm heading upfield. That time he just kind of went to the sideline the whole time and was taken down hard. And I believe the guy that actually tackled him is shaken up. They kind of got tangled up weird there. And it looked like maybe Dean's weight came down on top of him. It was an awkward tackle, not the tackle that you like to see, Jeff.
Yeah, it's one of those, especially anytime you try to go up against
right.
Dean. I mean, he's going full
At
force.
that point, you've got to try to get him down the way you can.
Right.
But sometimes you get bodies and legs and different things wrapped up, and that's how injuries occur. So we sure hope he's okay as they've got him up, and he's sitting up now. So while they tend to him, I think they're going to get him. I think they're going to get him up.
Yeah, because
I think he's going to be okay. That was a brutal. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's good to see him walk off like that because when you see him get tangled up like that, you immediately start thinking of something in the knee, something something that's been.
And that's Ryland foul for East Carter, and not who you want hurt at this
not
point
what
in
you
time.
want hurt. And he's played a kickoff return for a touchdown earlier, and one of those you talk about just a good old fashioned tough Carter County boy, and he is. And I tell you, if for him to go down, he must really be in some serious pain as he's being checked by the East Carter training staff right now. 3rd and about a yard and a half, Jeff. And I think if you're West Carter, you're not going to punt no matter what, just about.
Yeah, fourth quarter, you've got to go for it. As they said in the water board, you can't hold anything back.
Motion. It's a really good play there by Hall. And I tell you, they may have not have gotten that, but I tell you, that snap was high. And Hall, if West Carter goes on to win this game, that might be your play.
Yep.
Because if that ball goes over top of his head and goes back here to the 30 or inside the 30, it's dead man zone then.
Yeah, because he just barely got that grasp onto it.
Fans, this fourth down.
Now this is a situation you got to think, do you want to go ahead and put this one away? Or,
no,
it's fourth down territory.
In the barrel game, we don't punt in the fourth quarter.
And as you said, we've only had one punt so far all this this entire game.
I mean, odds are Dean, who's ran the ball very well tonight, as it's the pistol. Handoff goes to Dean, straight up the middle, and he's got the first down and more. You don't punt the ball. You just don't punt the ball. And here comes a late flag. They're going to get Gabe Roberts over there on that sideline with a late hit.
Gain on the carry. There's a flag on the play.
See if we can see what happened with that.
Yeah, sometimes you get those continuation plays over there. Let's see.
Yeah, I think they just got right in the middle of it there.
Hey, you know what that is, Jeff? That's a rivalry game.
Yep. As we mentioned earlier, you got to play clean.
Well, I didn't see anything dirty there. That was nothing dirty there. Just, probably a couple of words, a couple of things. They're going to get Gabe Roberts for unsportsmanlike. Let's see if.
Against West. I'm probably.
They're booting him out.
Oh, my goodness.
So this is going to be a turnover on downs then. Wait a second.
Now, who was that?
According to the official that we were just given, they have kicked a West Carter player out of the game. But if this was dead ball, this should be East Carter ball. I don't think the officials, I don't understand what's happening because he was already out of bounds when the flag came out. This should be a dead ball foul, and East Carter's offense should have it. So I'm not sure what has happened here. Apparently a punch had to have been thrown for him to get kicked out.
Right.
I can't think of any. Yeah, this should be a 1st and 10 East Carter. The offense should be on the field. What is happening here?
Well, if it happened after.
They gave them the first down.
Right.
Okay. I understand now. Okay, yeah. So that's the correct call.
Yeah, they gave him the first down. Ball was dead.
Yes, that is correct.
And then
I don't know what I was thinking. That's
then
correct.
come the unsportsmanlike conduct. A lot happened in a short period of time there.
It did. So I wonder. Maybe was it a comment on the sideline that was thrown out, or what have we got here? Now we're going to get a timeout, West Carter, as we try to sort this thing out. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, it makes you wonder.
Maybe it was somebody on this because it was Dean and Gabe Roberts that kind of got tangled up over there.
Yeah, let's take a look at that replay one more time and see if we can try to see what's going on out there. As we see, Dean just gets put in and trying to see number 3. I think I did see someone on the bench there. Guy with the headband right
Looks
there.
like maybe, is that 67?
Derek Williams. 60. He might be the one that, because I think he did come in after Dean got there. Yeah, we kind of thought maybe it was a continuation type situation.
Because I didn't see anything dirty there from Gabe Roberts. And he's not somebody that would really do anything like that.
It would have been a touchy call because, it was right there. He maybe got a little.
Oh, yeah, there it was. Yes, sir. I saw it there.
Yeah.
Took a couple of times, yeah. And I tell you, Daniel Barker, and you could see Daniel Barker went right to him after that.
Yeah, and good job. I have to give credit toward both teams to split them up. Because that could have been nasty at that point in time. But good job there by Coach Barker.
Handoff goes to Dean, racing off to his right, and he's taken down. And they're going to get a flag. We'll have to look at this on the replay. I'm not sure about that. Maybe they ripped him down by his face mask. Maybe it was a horse collar. We'll have to see this on this Grayson Sporting Goods replay. Not sure what they got here.
I think they called horse collar on it. So let's take a look and see what they had because Dean has it.
Against the Raiders.
And, grabbed him on the jersey right on the inside.
That's not a horse collar. He grabbed him right here. Yeah, that's not a horse collar.
And it's one of those,
A horse collar is dragging him down from behind. That was not a horse collar. Sorry, that's just not. And it doesn't matter who you root for. It wasn't a horse collar.
Yeah, it's one of those that I remember I called one of those.
And the official was staring right at us. That's just what it is. That's a bad call.
Yeah,
if it went against West, I would have said the same thing. That's just not a good. And it did go against West. And if you watched my show last night, I ripped into some officials that didn't call the right game down at Floyd Central.
Well, and a lot of times your officials, as soon as they see knees buckling,
they're
going to call the horse collar.
Dean puts his foot in the ground, gets into Raider territory. Really good run there by Dean. I know that he didn't get a whole lot there, but he made something out of nothing.
Absolutely. Give Dean 4 on that run.
And Jeff, you talked about his field vision. It's phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. At first couple games, a little bit, kind of shaky on there. But once he got into, kind of into week 2, going into, I guess it was week 3, going into week 4, it's like a switch flipped on him, and he's been, his eyes are open.
So with 10 minutes left here in the fourth quarter, 28-21, that East Carter Raider defense has been on the field a long time, Jeff. You got to think the fatigue and it's really starting to play a role as Dean takes the handoff. And like we said this early in the first half, is he breaks the tackle. You can't tackle him with arm tackles. He's too strong. He's too fast. That first down brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy. He's too strong to be taken down with arm tackles. And he makes the Raiders pay again. That outside zone's been there most of the night, Jeff.
Yeah, you see right there, just breaks that tackle, cuts right inside between two Raiders, and gets that pulled right in for a great run there. And I mean, that's hard. That's hard for anybody to stop around here.
Really good drive here so far for West Carter. East Carter hadn't had the ball hardly at all here in the second half, which is fine with Coach Daniel Barker. Hall setting up the throw. He's throwing deep over on that far sideline. This is going to go out of bounds. And you got to take the shot. You got to keep them honest.
Right, because Dean's been running about, the last 3-4 plays. Good to take a shot. You got to watch out for that, though, because, Hall has thrown a couple of interceptions here today. The East Carter secondary.
But you know what, though? They weren't interceptions that were awful interceptions.
Right.
One time Barker just made a really good play. The second one was a third and forever play anyway, so he just giving his receiver a chance. These were not bad decisions by Hall. I think he's played a good game.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get
Let me see what they're going to get here.
They're probably not going to throw the flag, but...
No, I think that this is going to be a timeout. No one...
Well, I seen the official. He was kind of ushering them back.
I'm not sure what we're doing here. Is it?
Oh, we got an injured player, maybe, or
I'm not sure.
Timeout taken on the field by the Raiders.
Maybe timeout East Carter. It's weird that all the players took knees. I'm not sure exactly what has happened here.
I was talking to Travis, our cameraman here, and he thinks it may be foul again. Injured on there. Well, of course, here comes Coach Barker over.
Oh, they've got the EMS over here on the sideline. That's why they have stopped the game. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll continue this game and get an update on this young athlete here in front of us here on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit RiverCitiesBuildersInc.com.
Raceland Christian Church, located at 210 Caroline Road, can provide you with a path to Jesus with Sunday morning service at 10:30, evening services at 6, and Christ-centered recovery services Tuesday night at 6, where over 250 people have surrendered their lives to Christ over the last 2 years. Raceland Christian Church also offers their Feed My Sheep food pantry while serving more than 150 Greenup County families each month.
This is Jason Likens, the lead minister at Raceland Christian Church. We're a little church with a big vision of serving our community for the cause of Christ. We invite you to come live out your faith with us.
We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
Graceland Christian Church, located at 210 Caroline Road, can provide you with a path to Jesus with Sunday morning service at 10:30, evening services at 6, and Christ-centered recovery services Tuesday night at 6, where over 250 people have surrendered their lives to Christ over the last 2 years. Graceland Christian Church also offers their Feed My Sheep food pantry while serving more than 150 Greenup County families each month.
This is Jason Likens, the lead minister at Graceland Christian Church. We're a little church with a big vision of serving our community for the cause of Christ. We invite you to come live out your faith with us.
Back out here on Kool TV is Ryland Fowl has been loaded on a stretcher and is going to make his way to a local hospital, and we sure hope that he's okay. And
yeah, because he was the one that got injured on that play a couple of plays ago.
That was kind of an awkward tackle.
And said that he was coming back across the field.
I don't care if you're an East or a West fan. You don't want to see that.
No.
And I believe, okay, I thought they got the Raiders offsides. And they did get the Raiders offside. So it'll make a 2nd and 10, a 2nd and 5. And you're starting to feel the momentum shift a little bit, especially the way that Dean is running the ball. And I think
penalty on the Raiders.
The clock continues to run. They need to stop this clock.
Second down.
The clock continues to run. There's still, I don't know why the clock is running. The clock is still running. The clock is still running. And the officials are just staring out there. They're watching a good game just like us, I think. 8:40. Clock is running. Even when the official moved the ball.
It's one of those things that,
yeah,
with our scoreboard control here, it automatically stops the clock on a
handoff goes to Dean. Dean straight up the middle, running over Raiders. He gets inside the 30 to inside, maybe right at the 25. We'll see where they mark this. The ball comes loose.
Yeah, that was
I believe it was after the whistle.
First down, West Carter.
I believe it was after the whistle. It'll be a 1st and 10 West Carter. Of course, first downs all season long are brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy in Greenup. You didn't expect anything different, Jeff. And
oh, absolutely not.
Prayers go out to Fowl, and we sure hope he's okay. That was tough to watch over there on that far sideline. And when
also like to thank some of our sponsors, James Do It Best Hardware in Olivehill, Kentucky. They great hardware store over there, as well as the Crazy Lady cabin. So we'll get them here in a second.
Really good play there by the Raider defense there. They got Dean in the backfield for one of the few times here tonight. And you talk about some of our sponsors, Jeff. We couldn't do this without our sponsors. Another sponsor that we need to thank is Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Kurt can take care of all your insurance needs, home, health, and vehicle. That's the Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. 2-yard loss there as I'm trying to gather my thoughts here again. And while we were at commercial, we were really monitoring what was happening here on the near sideline, trying to get back in game mode here. 7:20 left here in the fourth quarter. West Carter driving, 2nd and 12, trying to tie this game up. Hall drops a throw, and it's a little jailbreak screen. I'm telling you, East Carter is fortunate that they did not complete that because it may have been a touchdown. Once again, Raider defensive line way too far upfield, way too far upfield. And, that's something that they know, but, they did it again there. And if that pass is completed, Jeff, it's an easy first down and maybe a touchdown.
Yeah, it's one of those that I think East Carter's secondary is getting used to Hall throwing it downfield.
Right.
And, they're, you don't want to say cheating a little bit going back, but you can't do that, especially.
I'll tell you what, Coach Tim Champlin will go watch the film after this game, and that'll be something they talk about this week. 3rd and very long for West Carter. Hall on the gun, fakes the handoff, dropping the throw, throwing this one to the end zone. It's way over the head of everybody. Incomplete, and he'll bring up 4th and 12.
Complete. Third down stop brought to you by King's Farm Supply. 4th down and long upcoming for West Carter.
Yeah, not a situation that West Carter wants to be in right now. They are within field goal range, but 3's not going to do anything here.
Well,
4th down. Brought to you by Primary
field goal range, yes. I mean, 3 would do something, but you got to think.
You'd have to get a turnover. You'd have to get the ball
back.
Well,
the thing is, though, what if you kick it and you don't get all of it and it hits in the end zone and it gets brought back to the 20? Then you were stuck with a 6-yard field difference. I think it's the right call. I think you go for it here. It's a jet sweep. No, it's going to be a pass. They got a man wide open on the sideline. What a play. Max got it. Touchdown, Comets. What a call by Daniel Barker over there on that West Carter sideline.
Touchdown.
A jet sweep pass as a receiver went in motion and found back over there on that far sideline wide open. It's 28-27 with 7 minutes left.
As we see that just right on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay, just a great job right there. Threw him way off on there. I mean, handed it off. They were thinking it was going to be a run and ended up putting it back into the end zone for 6.
Of course, all touchdowns are brought to you by Johnson Chiropractic. Let Dr. Shannon Johnson get you back in the game of life. Big extra point here. We talked about it in the pregame. Point after touchdown. 7 minutes left. We're an extra point away from being a tied game. What a game. If you're a football fan, I'm telling you, you need to watch this game. Kick is away. It looks good. It is good. We're all tied at 28 in the Battle of the Barrel with 7 minutes left. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Back out here on Kool TV, and Jeff, we talked about in the break, and me and you have done these games in the past, and the score is lopsided. I've been to Battle of the Barrels or West Blue, the doors off East. You've been to where East has blown the doors off West. But when you put us both together on top of Steve Walmack Field or down there in All Field, we're going to get a good game, and that's what we have with 7 minutes left, all time, 28.
Absolutely. You can feel the electricity in this stands. A little bit less on the east side right now because, I mean, they've given up a 2-touchdown lead. But on the West Carter side, they're fired up. But East Carter knows that they've got to get the job done right here, right now. They got to get fired up and really take that march down toward the field.
Kick is away. It's a good one. This one's going to fielded back inside the 10, heading off to his right. And don't have a number on him. And good coverage there by the Comets. He's not able to make the 20.
Yeah, 28's on there.
I believe that was
Preston Wall.
Yeah, Wall. I couldn't get that 8. Wasn't sure if it was a 4 or 8. So East Carter will start this drive at their own 18-yard line. Jeff, they haven't had the ball hardly at all in the second.
No, it's, this has definitely been the half for West Carter that they wanted to have.
Oh, you couldn't ask for anything better if you're Coach Daniel Barker over that far sideline. Johnson in the gun. Gabe Roberts and Mikey Hall are split out to his right. Landon Yoke in the backfield. Calls for the ball. Handoff goes to Yoke. Puts his foot in the ground. Breaking tackles and stood up. As he crosses over the 20, I believe they may actually just put the ball at the 20. So a short gain of 2. I'll bring up 2nd and 8. As you look at scores from around the area, boy, I tell you, Ashland put it all over Graham tonight, 63-7. Wow.
Well, as we're hitting into district play, I mean, these teams have got to turn things up a little bit.
And you got to think this district right here. Yeah, I mentioned in my show that I thought that there was 3 teams that really had a chance at it. I mean, you better throw 4 teams in there. Johnson. Little counter to Holbrook. Holbrook cuts back in the middle of the field, goes across the 20, and I believe he's going to be marked down right at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Newport Central Catholic is getting, let's see if I get this right. Raceland leads Newport Central Catholic 33-7, 9 minutes left in that game. Russell leading Fleming County 20-6, 10:46 left in that one. We got 5:50 left here. East Carter's facing a third and a very short 3, a long 2. Johnson in the gun. Yoke to his left. Handoff goes to Yoke. Breaks the tackle, makes him miss, goes across the 30, across the 40, stiff arm, across the 50, into Comet territory, down. I believe they're going to mark him right at the 49, maybe the 50-yard line. It'll be right at midfield. It'll be a 1st and 10 East Carter, brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy. Really good blocking up front there for the Raiders, Jeff.
Oh, absolutely. Great job from them. And as I was mentioning a little bit earlier, talking to a few people and everything, I said, if Yoke comes out and, goes in beast mode, things are going to be huge for East Carter.
1st and 10 East Carter. Ball's right on that red line at midfield. Johnson at the gun. Handoff goes to Yoke, who cuts off to his right, makes a man miss, and is just going to try to run through a Comet. Good job there by the West Carter defender to get him down. And it should be another East Carter 1st down as we roll under 5 minutes here.
East Carter.
I tell you, Jeff, when it gets to be about almost 10 o'clock at night, the temperature really starts to drop.
It does. You can definitely tell fall is here.
It's here. There's no nothing about it. I mean, it's here. 4:30 left. Johnson in the gun. Yoke lined up to his left. Handoff goes to Yoke again. Really good blocking out there on that right. Yoke gets inside the 35, and let's see where they mark this one at. I believe they're going to put it right at the 33-yard line. So a gain of 6 or 7. 4:19 left.
The 33-yard line. Second blue.
As you can feel, the East Carter fans starting to turn this up quite a bit. And with Yoke out.
And Holbrook has checked in. Johnson's in the gun. He's got a tight end split out to his left, 2 receivers to his right. Johnson hands off to Holbrook, straight up the middle. Holbrook with a lot of room and drags a Comet inside the 30 to about the 26-yard line. It'll be a East Carter 1st down, brought to you by RX 8 Pharmacy, Red 8 RX Pharmacy in Greenup.
1st down brought to you by Grayson Sanitation.
And you got to think, Jeff, East Carter is content with running this clock down to nothing. A clock that's been controlled by the Comets here in the second half. Johnson in the gun, Holbrook to his left. Handoff goes to Holbrook, straight up the middle. Splits 2 defenders. Is dragging Comets inside the 20. The play still live. Finally, they blow it dead at the 19-yard line.
Look on the carry under the 19-yard line.
One thing that we didn't mention
Kansas Red Zone
is last time we were here, the field really took a whooping for a couple inches of rain that we had during the day on Friday, and they played in just mud. And since then, the field's had time to heal, and it looks great.
Oh, yeah, beautiful field tonight. They did a great job. Actually, took care of it, this Bermuda grass. Very difficult to take care of, but it bounced back very well.
2nd and 3 for East Carter. Handoff goes to Yoke. Yoke racing off to his right, inside the 15, inside the 10, inside the 5. And he's going to be marked out right at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, East Carter. Grayson Sanitation.
Yeah, let's see where they put this ball at. In between the 7 and 6. So it'll be 1st and 10 East, 1st and goal East Carter. 3 minutes and 1 second remain of a battle of the barrel, Jeff, that has been a dandy. I mean, absolutely It doesn't matter if you live in Carter County. It doesn't matter if you know either of these teams from anything. If you're just a football fan, this is the game for you. Johnson in the gun, Yoke to his left, 2 receivers to his left. Handoff goes to Yoke, and good job there by West Carter's defensive front, as you can see that on your instant replay. Somebody missed a block up front there, Jeff.
Yeah, let's take a look at that and see what ended up going, as we have a Raider slow to get up on here as well.
As you look at the replay, we're watching it with you. Yep, and you know, that's something that Daniel Barker and that defensive coordinator for West Carter have been really good at over the past few years, is giving an odd front, giving a front that where their defenders line up in gaps, and that presents opportunities for guys being unblocked, and you saw it right there.
Yeah, Hunter Reffett doing a great job on there for West Carter.
Johnson in the gun, Yoke lined up in the backfield. You got to think this is going to Yoke too. And it's a little counter to Holbrook, who cuts inside, gets in maybe back to the 5, and that's it. Now, as the clock rolls under 2 minutes,
Third down and goal.
now you got to think, Jeff, if East Carter's not able to punch it in the end zone here, the ball's going to be spotted inside the 5 at the 4. I think you try the field goal.
Yeah, you have to.
I think you do. I mean,
right now, this is a situation as we kind of been talking about that back and forth a little bit.
I think Tim Champlin's going to run this thing down and call timeout because he's still got all 3. I think he's going to run this thing down and call timeout.
The only thing they may possibly do is maybe just a little shift over toward the left-hand side just to square up.
Well, maybe not as they line up here. Now, wait a second. Coach Tim Champlin, now he calls the timeout with 1:22 left. We're going to keep it here. It's too critical of a moment to take a commercial break. We're going to keep it right here and take you inside the East Carter huddle.
Yeah, there's a lot of decisions going on there right now. It's 3rd and goal. They've got still 2 timeouts left to go here. It is a decision. What do you do? Do you try to, maybe do one more rush right up the middle? Maybe?
I'll tell you what I don't do. Anything's on the table, I don't throw the ball here.
No.
I don't think that's on the table. I think, if I'm Coach Tim Champlin and having a conversation with my guys, like, guys, listen, we're in a dogfight. We knew we were going to be in a dogfight. How bad do you want it? We need 4 yards. Because I don't think – I'm not let's say he gets to the 1. You still kick the field goal then? I don't. I tell my guys, listen, if we can't get a yard, we don't deserve to win anyway.
Well, if you don't get the 1 yard, you're still tied.
Right, and you're forcing West Carter to go 99 yards in about a minute and 15.
Right. Anybody that watched the Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl play right there at the end against, I think it was against the Patriots.
Right.
You definitely don't pass on this one.
And give credit to that front of West Carter. They've been great all night. Johnson in the gun on this 3rd and goal. Handoff goes to Yoke, breaks a tackle, lowers his shoulder, and goes in. Touchdown, East Carter! You see it on your Grayson Sporting Goods replay. And you can still tell, Jeff, that Landon Yoke is not 100%.
Fireworks this evening, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you.
As he broke a tackle in the backfield and kind of just bulldozed his way in. West Carter will have a minute and 13 seconds, still with 2 timeouts. But the way that they moved the ball last drive, Jeff, it makes you think, hey, we might be headed for overtime.
Yeah, and they're going for, it looks like they're going to be going for 2 right here.
Wow, going for 2 here. Johnson in the gun, Yoke in the backfield, fakes the handoff, slant across the middle, nobody's home. Here comes a flag. I know that there was contact. I'm not sure if it was after or before the throw. We'll have to look at our replay there.
Pass interference is what the call is, but let's see here on the replay.
It was bang bang, Jeff. I'm not. We'll see where this. We're watching this with you. It was pass interference. It was.
Yeah, it was right there on Kaleback. Just got that hand right on the arm there, drug it down.
I mean, I like what he did. Because if you don't do it, he catches it anyway. So make the official throw the flag.
Right.
What's wrong with that?
Well, and it's one of those things. You prevented the automatic 2-point conversion.
And you make him have to do it again.
Right.
Listen, that back kid for West Carter could play for me anytime.
Yeah, that's a good penalty to give up right there. You kept the 2-point conversion from happening,
Johnson
and plus
in a
you got to
gun.
see what the offensive set was.
Handoff goes to Yoke. Yoke stuffed at the line. I don't think he made it. He
They're
sure
saying
did.
no.
So taking the penalty was huge. We'll take a break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy. If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Back out here on Kool TV. Jeff, we flew through the third quarter, but this last half of the fourth quarter is drug. And I tell you, we have a great football game going on.
Oh, it is. Do want to thank Crazy Lady Cabins, one of our sponsors here
Absolutely.
today as well.
And JD Flooring.
And JD Flooring doing a great job out there. This has been a game of the year so far. I mean, it's been back and forth.
Wait a minute, Jeff. Look at this kickoff. It's an onside kick attempt. It's still free, and it's got by West Carter.
Yeah, nice little read there right there. I don't know if I would have went for the onside kick.
West Carter's going to start this drive with great field position.
Yeah, good job by Jacob Waddell there. Yeah, question that you do have to ask. I was just got in from Ben Spicer. It was, why do you go for two? And I could see the reasoning a little bit behind it.
Well, the problem is no one really questions it when you get it.
Right.
It's one of those things where if let's just hypothetically say I made a pick. Well, if I'm wrong, everybody's got something to say. But if I'm right, nobody says anything.
Right.
It's kind of that double-edged sword that we talk about a little bit. 1st and 10, West Carter. They need 6 with 1:11 go. 1st and 10. Hall in the gun. He's got 3 receivers to his left. Dropping a throw. It's a screen pass. It's caught.
By Dean.
He's got a lot of room. Trying to get to that sideline. Tiptoes down the sideline. Goes into Raider territory at the 41. That's where he's taken out of bounds.
First down.
And you got to think, Jeff, something we talked about a couple of times tonight. Again, Raider defensive line just got too far upfield. A couple of them did. And
yeah, it was close to there. The Comet front line was inching up there.
What a smart play by Dean getting out of bounds.
Yeah, it stops the clock, saves the timeout.
1 and 1 second left up on the scoreboard here at Steve Womack Field. West Carter is driving. Ball at the 41 of East Carter. Hall in the gun. Dropping to throw. He's in trouble. Messer had him. It's intercepted! Barker has it, and this may go for a touchdown. No, it's saved. Barker with his second pick of the night. And here comes a flag over here on the sideline. They're going to get a sideline warning.
There it is on the instant replay. Scrambles out, just about had him, but great job by Barker there just to scoop that one up, take it down the field, and great job there by
really
East Carter.
Not a bad throw by Hall.
No,
it wasn't a bad. It was a better play by Barker. It was not a bad throw by Hall, and you're going to see the stats from this game. You're going to say, well, he threw 3 picks. Well, go watch the game because all 3 of them were not bad.
No, it was well thrown, and if Barker wouldn't have reached down, kind of almost dove for the ball a little bit, was lunging forward on it.
Both players could have easily caught that ball.
Oh, easily. For a second, I almost thought West Carter had it until I seen Barker taking off down the field.
So the way the clock works, 2 timeouts left, 52 seconds left. I'm not sure if you're able to go. Yeah, they're going to go victory formation here. And I expect Daniel Barker to use those timeouts over there. I would. They may fumble the snap. You never know.
That's true.
As Johnson kind of backs up, lets the clock run, and finally takes a knee and then calls timeout is Daniel Barker over there. We'll keep it right here. 46 seconds left. So they'll knee it here, make it third down. I don't know exactly what the play clock is in high school. I know that
40 seconds is what they have.
Then if it's 40 seconds, then the game is essentially over. Unless you see a Michigan State where he has trouble with the snap and the ball is loose.
Right. In that case, that was a great heads-up play there by East Carter's quarterback. He knows what time there's left on the clock.
Right.
And he didn't take the immediate knee. You could have took the immediate knee, get yourself into second.
I know, but I'm going to speak as a defensive guy for a second. It was a smart play by him. I'm not saying it wasn't, but it's frustrating because you're saying, hey, the officials come to the play, hey guys, they're taking a knee, and then he stands back there and it's like the clock run. You're just like, he ain't taking a knee.
Yeah, that's where you got to make sure that you tell your offensive line what you're doing as well, because if they let one of those defensemen go and just plow over top of them.
And same thing, Johnson still, and takes a knee finally. And something like that is class right there for East and West, helping each other up. So with 37 seconds left, that's going to do it then. Yeah, so one more knee, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, because West can't stop the clock right now. They don't have to go that far back. So 3rd and 28, not that it really matters.
3rd and 28, then you'll see a quick knee, I believe, out of Johnson here as he takes a snap and drops to a knee, and that will do it.
As this has been a major game here today.
What a game by both teams, man. I tell you,
a huge district game. East Carter's going to maintain the barrel.
West Carter, the way they came out of half, congratulations to East Carter, by the way, but they could have easily quit, and they didn't, and it's just, I tell you, what a game. And that last drive there by East Carter, West had all the momentum, Jeff.
Your final, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll break this game down and look at some scores from around the area here on Kool TV.
Your local gym meets all your kids' athletic needs. Forget the long drives. Go to Cosmic Athletic Center in Olive Hill. We have instruction in all-star cheer, tumbling, basketball, volleyball, soccer, hip-hop dance, and pickleball at our 12,000 square foot facility. Or schedule your next birthday party with us. Our highly qualified staff works with athletes from 5 counties. Like us on Facebook or go to thecosmiccenter.com on US 60 by Rock Crusher Curve in Olive Hill. Phone 286-0239. Cosmic Athletic Center.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Carroll Boulevard in Grayson.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Back out here on Kool TV, we have a final. East Carter has defeated West Carter 34-28. As I just got another score in. Lawrence County defeats Estill County 33-12. I don't know. A couple of my colleagues, Ben Spicer and James Collier, picked Estill County to win that game.
Yeah,
they were only off by 21 points, so 3 touchdowns. I told them, I said, listen, Estill County ain't going to win at Louisa. One thing's for sure, East Carter is going to retain that barrel as the students who have been up since 4 o'clock this morning.
I think that was what was on their banner this morning, said, I got up at 4 for this.
Listen, Jeff, just a great football game for both teams. And I know West Carter's not going to be happy with the result over there. That's a good football team, Jeff.
Absolutely.
That is a good football team over there. And that Daniel Barker is just as classy as they come. And he is you've got 2 of the best coaches in the area right here in one county, and you talk about Daniel Barker and Tim Champlin.
Yeah, and you got to say quite a bit for the Comets out there. They came back from a 2-touchdown deficit, controlled the third quarter.
They controlled 2.5 or a quarter, a full quarter and a half a quarter of the second half. And the jet sweep pass that they called over here to tie that game, oh, what a play call that was. I mean, just phenomenal. But East Carter made the plays when they needed to, Jeff. When it seemed like that no one was ever panicked. They expected this. This was the blueprint. They thought it would be a good game. It was a dogfight, and they knew what to do when it became a dogfight, and that was put together a drive, and they did. I mean, that last drive that East Carter put together, that'll go down as something that all of these seniors and juniors will look back on their whole life.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, looking back on West Carter's, last few games. Of course, they had a great game last week against Powell County, but it's almost seems like it's been kind of their bane has been the final drive of the game, for them. I know they went down to Floyd County Central, lost on the last second play. Here at East Carter, had a great drive, take it down, picked up the.
And I'm speaking for both Carter County teams right here. If I'm Fleming, if I'm Russell, if I'm Lewis, if I'm Bath County, I dread playing East or West Carter.
Oh, absolutely. You took a look at the fight out of both of these two teams here today. I mean, just look at Dean alone from West Carter. He's going to run you over. You look at East Carter.
I think the Carter County schools have the 2 best backs in the district.
They do.
I don't think that's debatable, and if you think it's debatable, then you're wrong. Sorry, it's not. Dean and Yoke and Holbrook and Thompson for West, those are your best backs in the district, and truthfully, I don't care what you think. That's what it is.
Yep, and you got to give it up to East Carter's passing too. They made some key passes at some right times. I mean, rushing obviously was what got them there, but passing sometimes will open up that rushing, open up your rushing for there. And East Carter made the passes when they need to, but you got to give it up to the backs on here because they definitely put in the work today.
Which is after the game, as of course. Both of these are our schools, Jeff.
Oh, absolutely.
And we're going to talk to Daniel Barker, and we're going to talk to Tim Champlin. Not sure which one we're going to talk to first, but we're going to talk to both of them when we come back on Kool TV.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, they know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others, should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Looking for a new ride? Stop by Fairchild's Auto Sales, where everyone is approved. Good credit, bad credit, even no credit. Fairchild Auto Sales is fast and hassle-free and can get you on the road with down payments as low as only $500. Plus, all purchases receive a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty. With new inventory arriving weekly, Fairchild's Auto Sales is certain to have that new ride you are looking for. Need servicing on your ride? Fairchild's Auto Sales is now offering service work with oil change and brake service specials. Let Fairchild's Auto Sales earn your business. Call 606-494-2030 or visit fairchildsauto.com. Fairchild's Auto Sales, US 23 in Wortland.
Out here on Kool TV, trying to look at some of our scores from around the area. Last time I checked, Jeff, what a game going on down there in West Liberty. Morgan County leads Knott County Central 50-34. Raceland final winner over Newport Central Catholic 40-14. Of course, East Carter defeats West Carter 34-28 here. Last update I got, start of the fourth quarter, Johnson Central was leading Boyd County 46-14. Last update I got for Russell and Fleming was 20-6. 26-12 with 3:55 left. So we assume that Russell has gone on to win that game. So you got to think right now, I would assume that Lewis County has defeated Bath County. You've got Lewis County, Russell, and East Carter at 1-0 in the district.
Right.
And guys, for people that aren't aware of this, this is a 6-team district, and only 4 of these teams will go and play in the playoffs. And I got some clarification. They've kind of switched the playoff format a couple of times on us the past couple of years. And the sister district for this one is Lexington Catholic, Lloyd Memorial, Pendleton County, and Bourbon. So one of our teams, whoever finishes fourth, will most likely make a trip to Lexington Catholic the first week of the playoffs.
And that's going to be tough.
That is not a winnable game.
No.
That is not a winnable game. It's an experience. You'll have a good experience, not a winnable game. Of course, Lexington Catholic may be, of course, I think they're probably number 2 in 3A. Cal will be number 1, but we saw the score between Lexington Catholic and Lexington Christian last week, which we all are really high on LCA. Of course, they got Kentucky commit Cutter Boyle, and LCA was able to beat them. Lexington Christian was able to beat them. Just really, really close game, but a lot of polls around the area or not around the area, across the state, have LCA in the top 10 of all classes.
I could easily see that. See what tonight. I don't see where they were playing at tonight, but
Fairview has fallen to Powell County. Lawrence County wins over Estill County, and of course we still await Daniel Barker and Tim Champlin. It's a barrel game, and like I said, the East Carter student section, the East Carter student body, the players, they've probably not taken a nap today yet. They've been out on that field all day long, and
I do have to give it up to Kelly Moore for
absolutely
the principal here. Last minute, fired up Friday, getting that going on, and she did give those kids that came in there an hour off.
I just got another update in. Perry County Central has defeated Martin County 42-21. I tell you, Jeff, I might be perfect on the night with my picks, and if I am, that's bad news for everybody else.
But you've seen these teams, you know what they can do.
Well, just like I tell everybody, that's in this pick 'em, they can sit at home and they can watch the games. Any game they want, they just turn it on. I watch East Carter and whoever they play.
Right.
That's who I see Friday nights. And when I go home, I'm not watching film on this. I spend all week working soccer and volleyball and KCU, and me and you work together a lot. We're always working, man. So when I actually do get some time to spend with my family at home, I'm spending time with my family.
Right.
Which is the most important thing for all of us, even our viewers.
Because we've had a busy week this week. Monday, we were at Hidden Cove.
We were at Hidden Cove
here in Grayson. For the girls' 12th region. They divided up their regions just a little bit differently.
Great tournament, by the way. Hidden Cove, if you've never made a trip over there, that is an excellent golf course.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful course. Started out real foggy. We had a little bit of a delay getting started.
We did.
Driving up, seen truckloads of deer on the course. It was a beautiful morning. And had some really good golf.
And then we didn't get out of there. I didn't get home till, we got out of there pretty early, but then, turn around the next morning. Where were we at, Jeff?
We were at Irish Hills down at
had to
Mount
leave the
Sterling.
house at about 6 a.m. Of course, you didn't because you're not, you live probably about 45 minutes closer than I do.
Right. Yeah. Just
how did I beat you there still?
Probably because I probably knew that I had that extra time, and I was like, all right, I'll leave at 7:30. I can get down there. I was trying to judge when everybody else was going to get there, and I was like, I can make it. That's no problem.
Another great tournament, though. Fantastic weather. I just got a text that I didn't pick Russell. Okay, so I did miss one game this week.
Missed your home Red Devils.
I can't grab a hold of that Russell team, man. Are they going to be good or are they not? Or is Fleming County just not any good at all? We're going to figure it out. Because I can tell you right now, when they play East or West Carter, you're going to find out if they're pretty good.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I think West Carter will host Russell.
Yes.
And East has to go to Russell.
Yeah.
So,
and that West Russell game, that is going to be an interesting game.
It ain't going to be an easy one. I tell you that.
Well, because, West Carter.
And I'm talking about Russell. If they think they're going to come down to Olive Hill and just push these Comets around, they did wrong. That ain't going to work.
Yeah, the major thing that Russell's got going for them on that game is the history. And
the name across the chest means more than what people think.
Yeah, and in that case, because West Carter is one and forever against
but that one
Russell.
was special. I was there that night. Ori Perry, Hail Mary at the end. Man, that was an awesome night in Olive Hill. I believe I just saw Coach Daniel Barker make his way into the press box. Of course, they go to Go Radio first. I went down and told Charlie, I said, hey, and I believe pictures are still being taken. I'm not sure if Tim Champlin's down there or not. He's probably not. I don't see him down there.
No, there he is right there.
Yeah, there he is. Okay, so Daniel Barker downstairs getting a interview from Go Radio, we love Go Radio.
Right.
Charlie Baker and those guys, man, they're just super, super great guys. And, of course, they were with me at Greenup and Outlet West with us last week. And now we've been together 3 straight weekends. Before too long, we might go Facebook official.
You never can tell.
So, no, but that great guys. We couldn't ask for any better schools to be able to have the opportunity to represent. And you talk about East and West Carter. I want to thank you personally, Jeff, for coming up here and calling this game with me. It was a true pleasure. I think that it's just been the last couple of years here as we've joined forces and become one entity at Kool Hits. It's just been I'll be honest with you. I can speak for you too. I was nervous about it at first.
Right.
I was nervous about it because you're not nervous about because you don't trust people. Man's biggest worry is uncertainty.
Right.
And I think that we were uncertain about our future, and we kind of even talked, me and you, in the past about we were going to merge Mantis and EKA there for a while.
Yep.
So. But the Kool Hits thing that we have going on here, and Jim Forrest, James Collier, Ben Spicer, and a lot of the guys, I couldn't ask for a better crew of guys to work with, and that includes you, sir.
Thank you very much, and to you as well. We've been very blessed here at Kool TV to witness some great sports going on. In the a little bit over a year that we've been doing this, I believe the first broadcast that we ever had was the golf tournament at
Bellefonte.
At Bellefonte.
Yeah. So we went a full athletic year where me and you didn't work together, and there were some things that, and it's because I worked with somebody that no longer works with us.
Right.
So I don't think that's going to happen again. We're going to the first game we did was East-West girls basketball game in Olive Hill.
Yes.
That was the first one we did, and we actually did a softball game after that too.
Yep.
So that was the first time me and you actually worked together. But man, you talk about these two schools. There's going to be some coaches from from this district that are going to go back and watch this game and say, we might be in trouble.
Yeah, because, if you would take a look earlier on, just at the records, you're kind of thinking, well, East Carter's 2-2. They started off hot, they started off, losing by 1. You're like, okay, we can give them that one. And then they won 2 games, some pretty big games. And then they came across and, lost against Greenup County.
Yeah.
And
a game that they could have won.
Oh, easily. But then, you kind of take a look at that. I know it started getting away from them there right at the very end. And you might say, well, maybe they're start hitting down, especially after Yoke got hurt.
But you know what, though, Jeff? I could make an argument that West Carter should have been 3-1 coming in.
Well, that's true. Because, both of these teams have lost by 1 point.
Yeah, they both lost in similar fashion here as Tim Champlin makes his way up here. We're going to interview with Coach Tim Champlin. He's been up since – Coach, you've been up since about 3 o'clock this morning. You haven't taken a nap. I'm sure you're cranky. I'm trying to get this out of the way quick. The game was a shift of momentums both ways the whole game. Talk about that last drive that you guys were able to put together.
Yeah, man, that last drive was really, really good. We just got behind their O-line and just rode those guys and gave the ball to Landon Yoke and let him go make some plays, man. And Briar Holbrook and those two guys are really good with the ball in their hand, and we trust them and trust our O-line to do some things. Big momentum swing right there. Started the second half. Golly, can't catch my breath.
No, it's you just chill out. We're all right now. I know you're nervous because you're with me. You need to chill out.
That's a long walk from the field up here.
I'll tell you what, when we get, I got a haircut the other day. I had gray hair.
I've got plenty. My wife points them out all the time. But the momentum shift there in the second half, and we knew that was coming. We've prepared for it all week. We've talked about it. We didn't know exactly what they would do, but we really felt like some sort of onside kick was coming, and we just didn't execute there. But we got to get better at those things, and getting off the field on defense. They did a great job in the second half, man, of just turning around and giving it to Dean and letting him get downhill and behind his shoulder pads. And he's a tough, hard-nosed kid.
He is very good.
I know nobody wants to talk about this. Those are two good football teams on the field tonight.
Well, we've talked about it a lot.
Those were several good running backs on the field. 10 to 12 really good offensive and defensive linemen. You put those two teams together, boys, in a couple of years. And
what did I say, Jeff? Did I not say that? I said, you've got a powerhouse for both of those.
Good football team.
Well, man. Coach, I'll go a step further. As of right now, in the current moment, I think that you throw Dean and Landon Yoke, Briar Holbrook, and the Thompson guy from West. Those are your best running backs in the district.
Yeah.
And I don't care what anybody says. I think those are your best players.
Whoever's lucky enough to coach those guys, man, they are going to get some really, really good football players. I think Coach Barker and his staff do a phenomenal job over there. I think we do a good job here. And so you're going to get two groups of kids that are well coached and know the game of football that are going to come together and be really good. But that's for a different story, different day. Back to our game, kudos to Coach Barker and his staff. They did a great job on offense, and we're content with slowly, methodically driving the ball down the field. I think we're kind of explosive on offense. And, I always say this, best way to keep people from scoring is keep the ball out of their hands. And, man, they did that and did a great job of keeping the ball out of our hands. And I want to say, I bet they kept it 14 minutes of the second half.
They controlled the ball the whole entire second half. They did a really, really good job of controlling the ball. Okay, so talk to me. You called a timeout there on 3rd and goal down here.
Yeah.
Talk to me about what happened inside that huddle.
So we had a play in our head that we really liked, and we were really trying to figure out the formation that we felt like the best way to get to it was, and so we kind of had something, went with it, and then didn't really love it. And so, we had 3 timeouts at that time. There was no point in to run something on a 3rd and goal situation where you really got to get some yards that you're not in love with. So, we call that timeout. We get together, we talk about it with our kids, what we want to run, why we want to run it, and who we want to read and how we want to read it. And so, that was kind of what we did there. I thought Quentin did a great job of handling that situation, making the right read, and our guys did a really good job of blocking it up and getting us in. So, probably a bad call, hindsight, on the 2-point conversion. That's on me. I've got to do a better job in that situation. but I felt like we were getting chunk plays there at the end of the game, and I felt like we'd get another one right there, and we just didn't. They did a good job on defense blitzing us and bringing a lot of pressure, and more pressure than we could control.
Coach Tim Champlin of the East Carter Raiders. Thank you, Coach.
Hey, I appreciate
I'll let you go to
all,
bed.
and thank you all, and
appreciate
as
you, man.
always, go Raiders.
Go Raiders. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk to Coach Daniel Barker on Kool TV.
We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you. Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
It's tailgate time in the Bluegrass.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm getting ready to make my announcing debut.
And I believe that's football time in the Bluegrass.
But you can believe this, Clark's has everything you need for a winning tailgate.
Whether it's ice and cold drinks, chips and dips, or homemade sandwiches, and crispy, crunchy chicken for everybody, Clark's has you covered. And you don't even have to leave your car thanks to our convenient drive-thru.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Back out here on Kool TV, still wait Coach Daniel Barker. He's down below us with the Daily Independent.
You got to love the Daily Independent.
I do love the Daily Independent. I'm not mad at the Daily Independent. I'm not mad at anybody. That's what he's doing. So, again, final here from tonight, 34-28. East Carter wins in a dandy as Coach Daniel Barker makes his way up the ladder right now.
With Silas. Got to love Silas Barker. His son gets on there every Friday and says the typical Go Comets, Comet Pride. And here we are with Daniel Barker. Coach, tough loss tonight, but had one heck of a second half.
Yeah, just, credit, our kids' effort, in the first half. I feel like maybe the moment was a little big for them, just uncharacteristically, we've given up, 4 touchdowns in any game, maybe we have, but, to do that in a half, we settled in the second half and did some good things. Whenever you're down by 2 scores, at the half, you're kind of up against the clock, and that's where we were. There at the end, we feel like, if we get the ball back 4 minutes, we like our chances a lot better. But we've got to take care of business for 4 quarters, but I couldn't be disappointed in our kids' effort. They gave us everything they had, and, it's devastating for them. We're with them every day. After school, we probably see them as much as their families do. They're with us for about 3 hours a day, and you get really close to them, and, it's just heartbreaking for them, because, East Carter made the plays they needed to win. So obviously they deserve to win, but, you feel like our kids really deserve to win too. Like it was just a great ball game. I can't say enough about our kids' effort. But I do want to credit East Carter. I thought that the difference in the ball game was they made the plays when you had to make them. And there in the first half, we would get them to third or fourth down. It may be third or fourth down and 10, but they would make those plays. I think, you see them, they're a very senior dominated team, and senior dominated teams do that.
Right.
If they need 10 yards, the Roberts kid, who's a phenomenal receiver, is going to run his route hard. He's going to get open, and it's going to be past the sticks. And they did a really good job executing. They just they out executed us over the course of the night, and you hope you learn from it, but it's just it's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, and we were talking up here a little bit earlier, saying that two excellent teams out on the football field here tonight. You had the second half, right there was pretty much dominated by West Carter. You had 8 minutes there of the third quarter. Started off once again with a kind of a pooch kick, onside kick, and everything else, and I think that really turned the momentum around there for a little bit.
It did, and the other interviews they've asked, we were, if we dialed up an onside kick, we were just trying to pooch it. We've got to where we don't cover kickoffs very well, and it's something we've done well for a long time, and this year we are just not getting it done on kickoff, so. Going to have to continue to be creative. You hate, we thought we were going to sky it and, they'd fair catch it and get it on the 40, which we hate giving you possession there, but it's better than a touchdown or, a 70-yard kickoff return or whatever, because we just consistently have not covered kicks. And and I've got to take the credit for that. That's on me. I coach our special teams, and for whatever reason, either I'm not coaching it right, or we're not getting the right personnel out there, or something. But it is in all of our losses, there's been a really bad kickoff play, and all of our losses are really close. We could be 5-0. And so that's on me, and we've got to get back to work and get something figured out there, because you can't go into a ball game knowing you're going to give up a kickoff return for a touchdown. Right. And right now that's just where we are. I mean, that happens every game, and we're going to have to do a better job.
Yeah, great job on the offensive end tonight. We were talking at the keys to the game, having Dean going to the outside a little bit more instead of trying to run the A and B gaps. But he had a great game here tonight.
Yeah, and I've said this in the other interviews tonight too. Our offensive line really kind of took things personal this week. Obviously East Carter's really big and really good up front, but we're pretty big and pretty good too. I think Dwaylen ran for about 200 yards. He doesn't do that without a really good offensive line, because East Carter is really good up front. And, defensively, they, I thought they tackled really, really well, out on the perimeter, probably the best that I've seen them, haven't seen all their games. So they did a good job. It's just our guys getting after it. And Dwaylen, he's going to carry it 100 times if you'll let him. And, our offensive line, kudos to them, because our problems tonight are not offensive. They are, defensively, we didn't get enough stops.
Yeah, but as got to give credit to the offense on there. Like I said, a great second half on there. A couple defensive. Well, I mean, really punting wise and everything else. I think there was one punt the entire game.
Yeah, there wasn't many. I think we had to punt on the first possession.
I think so.
And other than that, there were no punts. If you liked offense, this was a good ball game. I mean, it's not the highest scoring game you could ever see, but I mean, if we were playing a game, that was 60-50 or something, I'd probably have a heart attack. But offensively, we continue to get better and better. Defensively, we've been pretty good all year, and tonight we weren't for most of the game. But at the same time, I really believe East Carter's the best offensive team that we've played against.
Yeah, and we're talking about, looking out there, we probably got two of the best rushers that was on the field there tonight, and Dean, and then of course East Carter's running back as well on there with
the Yoke kid. Yeah, I mean, man, he's tough. He's just he's a bowling ball, and we've had guys like that. LT didn't really look like that, but he was the same way. And whenever you have to tackle a power back over and over and over, it's going to wear you down. And I thought that was more of what happened on their final score. They just kind of grinded us out. And credit to them. He's a really good running back. I know he's a young kid too. And, he's had a really good year and he had a really good ball game tonight.
So getting into the heart of district play right here, you got Bath County coming up next week.
You got Russell.
Russell next week, excuse me, on there. I'm looking at East Carter's schedule there. But yeah, so you got Russell next week. Another district game. Now it's going to be a district game with them. So what are we looking forward toward next week?
Just continued growth. We've every week we do things that we haven't done before that's good. Offensively, tonight, you hate to compare teams, but I don't really know. East Carter's probably the best team that we've played in the regular season. We had some good offensive success whenever we had the ball. Defensively get back to basics and be physical because I think we've been a really physical ball team. And there for the first second quarter, for whatever reason we weren't. I don't think we were afraid. I just don't know if it was the atmosphere or East Carter gives you a million formations. Maybe we're thinking too much or whatever it was. But it took until halftime for us to settle in.
Right, and as we said, great job on that second half and everything, and really gave us all a really good show here tonight.
Yeah, that's all effort from our kids, because we really didn't change much, we just kind of executed a little better, and you have to do that. You have to execute to be good, and we've got a good ball team. We've got a subpar record, but like I said, we could easily be 5-0 or 4-1, 3-2, whatever. But we continue to grow. I think we're going to have a really good ball team. I've told people that all the time. At some point this year or next year, we're going to have a really, really good ball team. And we just got to learn from this one. You can't let East Carter beat you again. And it's bad enough. We're all field guys, and this is important to us. We don't ever want to lose to them, but it's even worse if you let them beat you twice or you let them beat you the rest of the season. So we have to regroup, and I think our guys will. They're resilient. They're hurting tonight, but you could tell by their effort. I mean, they're going to keep giving us everything they've got.
Exactly. They're not going to go down without a fight.
No, they're not.
Well, Coach, thanks you for, we're not going to keep you up here all night or anything else, but thank you for stopping by. Gave us a great show, great ride out there tonight, and those kids, they put it all out on the field.
Yeah, they did. Thanks, and go Comets.
All righty. That's Coach Daniel Barker there. I'd like to thank him for coming up here, and I'd like to thank everybody else for tuning in here as well. As you can see, the East Carter schedule up there, as East Carter is going to be traveling to Bath County next week, kickoff 7:30. And then, of course, for West Carter, they're going to be hosting the Russell Red Devils at 7:30 as well. And so that's going to finish us up here for tonight. Thank you to Spencer and to Travis up here. A great crew working with us here tonight. Your final score once again here from East Carter is East Carter 34, West Carter 28. Good night and God bless you all. And make sure you tune in tomorrow as we got KCU action going on. Just about every sport being played there. I think we got soccer and volleyball going on, or I know we definitely got volleyball going on. And then you'll have us, both Spencer and myself, will be working the game with KCU taking on the Florida team down there. Warner. So good night. God bless you all. And once again, West Carter 28, East Carter 34. So we will see you all next time again here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Thank you for watching another West Carter football broadcast live on Kool Tv. This broadcast of West Carter Comets football has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Cool Hits Sports Network and Kool Tv. Thank you for watching another West Carter football broadcast live on Kool Tv. This broadcast of West Carter Comets football has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Hit Sports Network and Kool Tv.